around and disregard it. Sweep you off the ground, show you what heart is. Standing strong and proud, nothing can knock it. Let's get it started, it's the hardest. Talk around, don't disregard it. Sweep you off the ground, show you what heart is. Standing strong and proud, nothing can knock it. Let's get it started. Yeah,
get your boots ready. We're about to go on a trip where we wrestle, nobody settling or calling it quits. You're here for the grit, betcha this stuff is amazing. You're stumbling, welcome to the bump in the apron. Step into it, the hardest part of the ring. Here to bring fun, yeah, and this art he is king. It's the best thing, making sure you don't tap out. Don't go soft with the hardest podcast out. And it's not just another one, it's clear. Off the rest, in this content, none contest. Take the nonsense off the steps. You know it's nothing but pure gems when it's coming off the chest. Get it? Now it's time to sit and relax. Get your mind blown away, ain't no skipping this track. Have you paying more attention, no listening gap. Get everything I ever wanted, no giving it back. Yeah.
Ooh, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Apron Bump Podcast. I'm your host, Kyle, otherwise known as the hardest part of the ring. Got a question for you guys. Got a query for you guys. And I'm not talking about me. Are you ready to rumble? Are you ready for Vader time in WWF? Are you ready to be sexually molested by Goldust? Are you Razor Ramon? I knew it! Just kidding. Razor's not in the Rumble. But that's what we're here to talk about today. Royal Rumble 1996. The first pay-per-view. The first PLE of 1996 for WWF. What a time. What a time. I mean, the hits, they just don't stop coming. The hijinks never stops. You know, we got, hey, main event. Not the Rumble match. No. We got a wet fart of a title match between Bret Hart and Undertaker. Should have been awesome. Wasn't. What else we got? We got your Barts, your Billies, your Zips, your Skips. There's, Duke the Dumpster Drozie's here. You got the SWAT team. You got Barry Horowitz. Like I said, you got an Intercontinental Championship match between Razor Ramon and Goldust. Marlena is here debuting. She blows Goldust in this show. That's a fact. And, Ahmed Johnson's here slithering around the ring, leaving his snail trail all across the canvas. You just can't go wrong with Rumble 96. And to add on top of that, if this wasn't a big enough extravaganza, we're bringing back the old watch along for the Rumble match only. So we're going to cover the entire show outside of the Rumble as per normal. Then we're going to switch over. We're going to whip our cocks out. We're gonna pull up Peacock and we're gonna watch the Royal Rumble. I'll have a timestamp on the YouTube version, like a running, running timer that you can follow if you want to watch along on Peacock with us. I'll also leave some timestamps in the description if you're listening on audio. So, I don't want to leave you guys out if you're driving or mowing the lawn or if you're just like sitting on a bidet waiting for your prostate to get activated. If you're doing all these things and you can't have the Rumble up while you listen, I think the watch along portion is also it's a hilarious time. I think it works on its own even if you're not watching. I believe we provide better commentary, at least better commentary than fucking Mr. Perfect did on this show. But yeah, lots to get into. And I couldn't do this alone. I'm not just fiddling my nipples by myself on this show. I would not suffer through this bullshit alone. So I brought on some lads that I truly, truly hate to join me in this journey Dave and Michael from the Ruthless Aggression Era Podcast returning to the show. You might remember these boys from shows such as Judgment Day 02, Halloween Havoc 1995, Unforgiven 01 with Dave. Maybe there's others that I'm forgetting, but always a good time with these boys. Go check out the Ruthless Aggression Era Podcast. As per the title, they cover the Ruthless Aggression Era. They started back at the very beginning, Vengeance, 2002, and have worked their way chronologically up until where they're at now, which is a little after Backlash 05. So I'll put it this way, listening to them is more entertaining than watching the programming from that time period. But yes, go check them out. And I should say that there's an American version of this podcast and a British version. This is the version that resembles the British Office, except their podcast is funny. So do that. All their info in the description. Follow them on the socials. They're great follows on social media as well. The Twitter, the Instagram, MySpace, Omegle, SoundCloud, all that stuff. So do that. Follow me on Apron Bump. At Apron Bump. Everywhere. I'm at Apron Bump everywhere. Twitter, TikTok, all that shit. If you like this type of episode, you like the new generation, you like mid-90s wrestling, go to apronbump.com. I cover it all, daddy. You can go to the episodes tab at the top, and you can filter to whatever promotion, whatever era you would like to listen to me babble about. And you can select New Generation, and that'll bring you to all of the New Generation reviews I've done. I started from WrestleMania 10, and I've worked my way chronologically up until now, Royal Rumble 1996. And it has been a journey full of gonorrhea, quicksand, and anvils falling from the sky. These are all just the worst things in the world. So yes, go do that. I don't know if that's a good way to sell it. But no, it's always a good time ragging on this era of wrestling, because believe me, there's a lot to rag about. Speaking of ragging, I'm on the rag. Let's get to it. And Royal Rumble. It's a period joke, everybody. Royal Rumble 1996 with myself and Michael and Dave from the Ruthless Aggression Era Podcast. So you guys loved Royal Rumble 1996, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice shot of Sunny in a bath, back when you would.
Well, it started okay, didn't that one thing? It started fine, right? We got Sunny in the bath saying our viewer discretion as bias. It started mint, right? And then it just, well, obviously, yeah, it went downhill. And then the worst thing is you get to Rumble, you think, well, there you go, right? Let's have a decent Rumble, because everyone loves a Rumble. Have a decent Rumble. And then you got half an hour of the slowest, methodical Bret Hitman out versus Undertaker match I've ever fucking watched in my life.
Half a fucking hour, not including entrances.
Oh,
dude, that was brutal. I saw how much time was left in the show. I was like, there's got to be some like crazy segment at the end of the show or something. Nope, it's just rest holds.
Oh.
Love the Iron Claw from Undertaker, but oh man,
it was without rushing ahead, but with the main event, what got me like, there were a couple of times where Bret were trying to speed it up and Taker was like, "Oi,
slow down,
all right, yeah, slow. We've got half an hour, kid."
Yes, it was. Like
I ain't getting fucked out. Right? I've got this stupid mask on. I can just about breathe.
You don't like it? I would not have you besmirching the name of Undertaker's Phantom of the Opera mask. That was badass.
Taker of the Opera.
Kyle,
what's up?
Go fuck yourself.
Well, that's not very nice. I
It's
feel like
Blue
that's
Team Hell No Cane.
No, stupid. Right, and the game. Like, was it ever even a legit injury? Because did Mabel legit break his nose?
I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah,
because obviously storyline, that was what they went with, didn't they? That it was Mabel's fault with that leg drop or sat on him or whatever.
It looked pretty stupid if you just had that clear one on, like everyone else wears.
Like Cody Rhodes had on.
Yeah.
That would have been cool though. No, I think they made the best out of it. It had this like, I don't know, it's like made of stone. It's like it was growing out of his face.
This is one of them, like 95, 96, 97 to an extent, when Undertaker turned into a fucking vampire bat thing. Right, like I don't know how this character survived these years.
Dude, 95 was fucking
because
rough
Undertaker.
for Undertaker.
If you think about it's like with 95, perfect example. It's Undertaker versus the corporation, Karma, IRS, Do you know what I mean? Taking on the big boys.
King Kong Bundy.
King Kong Bundy at Wrestle fucking Mania.
Ugh.
So, like Undertaker had like how this character, like if you go from like the Mystique with the was it Survivor Series 94 with Yokozuna? You had the mystique of him going and fucking off into the rafters and all that shit, and then obviously not coming back then till SummerSlam, and then the big Undertaker versus Undertaker, and then that for me at this new Gen Undertaker, that was the peak, because 95 is atrocious. 96 don't get any better. To be fair, the storyline with Diesel, like, is it the next pay-per-view where he comes under the ring in the cage match and all that sort of shit? So the storyline around him and Diesel does work, and then obviously Diesel fucks off. But Undertaker, 95, 96, like I said, 97 when he's fighting fucking, what did it, Bam Bam Gordy, when he's the fucking...
The Executioner.
The Executioner.
Yes.
That's the one. Yeah, right. How he gets through that and then manages to get to Hell in the Cell in 97 with Shawn Michaels for Kane and the next chapter of Undertaker. How he gets through these 3 years or 2 and a bit years.
I don't know, man. I guess just a testament to like, maybe they just always thought Undertaker's that guy that could always make chicken salad out of chicken shit.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
So
Stick him against, well, look at his Mania record. Like they started to really start hammer on when he was like, what, maybe 17 and or something like that.
It was when he fought Edge.
Yeah, exactly. When he started fighting decent people at Mania, right? They didn't start hammering it on when he fucking won by DQ against Giant Gonzalez, when he smashed fucking Jake Roberts, when he did Jimmy Snuka. We never spoke about that. But that twice he did Hunter and twice he did Shawn Michaels. We'll hammer that down your fucking throat.
3 times he did Hunter.
Mike knows how I feel the Undertaker. Like, don't get me wrong. And this is where I'm very much on both sides, because Undertaker, one of the greatest, if not the greatest ever, right? From character, in-ring, longevity of career, everything, whole package. But, and it's a big old but for me because it's wrestling. An Undertaker's list, if you ignore everything from about 2012 onwards, the later years of Undertaker, everything before that.
I'd say from 2006.
Yeah. Name me a good Undertaker match.
Dude, there's not a lot. Even like Attitude Era, like Undertaker, like especially like 01, he was awful in 01.
Yeah.
But
Name me a good, mate, when he was overweight, when he first, like, the best Undertaker for me was when he let his long ginger hair come through, right? Wearing that blue top, blue jeans. Just, I'm fat Mark Calloway.
the old
Judgment
leopard
Day
print
2000.
Yeah.
Judgment Day. Oh god, yeah. That's when he returned,
He's
right?
Here.
Yeah. It's a rough one, but here in '96, he's a diamond in the rough in comparison to the rest of the roster. Because what you have, I mean, Razor and Diesel, like you said, they're about to fuck off like here in a few months, and then we got Shawn and Bret. Bret, I think, even takes time off during this year, I believe.
Bret, after Mania, he loses to Shawn. You don't see Bret again till does he bring? Does he come back and bring the Hart family back and shit?
Yeah, because he takes title off Taker at SummerSlam.
Right. Yeah.
That's
so
a good
it's like, who else is there other than Undertaker, Bret, and Shawn? You got fucking.
Where's Sid gone?
Who gives a shit? If there was one upside to this show, I mean, maybe he's in the Rumble, I guess, but there's no Sid matches. Thank fucking God.
Psycho Sid is fucking brilliant.
Okay, you don't like Undertaker, but you like Sid.
No.
That's a bunch of bullshit.
I never said I didn't like
See what I have to put up with?
You hate The Undertaker.
I never said I hated The Undertaker.
Make the headline.
No.
Wrestling Observer, take it.
No, I love The Undertaker. I hate The Undertaker's matches before he got old. The older he got, the better his matches got.
His age like a fine wine.
Yeah. The younger he was, Undertaker was shit, and I'll fight anybody. Undertaker versus fucking Jimmy Snuka WrestleMania. Undertaker versus Jake Roberts WrestleMania. Undertaker's debut. Undertaker's debut. It was the mystique of a character. Was it Survivor Series 1990 or whatever? He's actual in ring. I know the gimmick was he's dead. Right, and there's not so much you can do with someone that's dead.
Right.
Right?
Look, he's a zombie. How athletic can a dead? The fact that he's even alive and walking around is amazing. The best that Undertaker got was Undertaker started to normalize his like character and his gimmick and his in-ring style. The Teddy Long era of the one-on-one with the Undertaker. Yes,
that was Undertaker's peak for me for his in-ring matches.
SmackDown Undertaker.
Yeah, he was fighting quality opponents. He weren't fighting dickheads. He went fighting A-Train and shit like that.
How dare you?
But he let himself go as a character. He wasn't as rigid. He wasn't as structured as this dead guy. He was a bit alive, but he's a bit dead at the same time.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it is the character, though. It's like the in-ring was definitely an afterthought, I guess, right or wrong. But, I mean, his character stood out amongst, even with all the outlandish characters at this time period, he was by far the biggest star in the company, in my opinion.
Is the biggest character they've ever had.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No one comes close. As a gimmick goes, no one comes close. Like, they've had money-making gimmicks, Austin, Rock, etc., But if you look at when he debuted from 1990 to retiring a couple of years ago or whatever, like, who's made that much money for that long period of time? Anyone ever in any sport or / entertainment?
Yeah.
I mean, if there's a close second, it's probably Sonny. Speaking of which,
viewer discretion is advised.
you were indiscretion. Discretion.
This is that period of time though where Sonny turns into a right slut. Like, she's knobbing off with fucking Skip, and then she goes knobbing off with Billy, and then she knobs off with fucking Phineas, but it's all a ploy because she's still knobbing fucking Bart. She's knobbing off Shawn Michaels backstage. And potentially Bret Hart. Yeah. So
Sunny days. Yeah.
That's what Survivor Series is all about, really.
Sunny days. Like a fucking sunny Grand Canyon.
I mean, she's probably. I mean, she's ripe here.
You're like that. I am Sunny.
Fuck Kill Mary. Sunny today.
Okay.
Goldust here in '96.
Marry.
Or Zip.
Zip's getting fucked.
That's fair. You know what, Zip is pretty delicious.
Because Goldust would want to fuck you back.
Right. Yeah.
Sonny just like Sonny then.
Good point.
No danger. But Sonny
Close
now,
your eyes and think of Sonny then.
I think that, yeah, but you couldn't though, because you'd be like, you have to tie like a plank of wood on your ass to stop you falling in.
I mean, hey, it's the same crevice. It's the same orifice.
I'm good. I do not want to have sunny days. They're dark days.
It's a solar eclipse at best. Yeah, you're right.
Me and Mike have said though before, I'm a firm believer that Sonny's dark days wouldn't have happened if Chris Candido didn't die.
I guess, is that when it all turned around?
Well,
like 05?
Yeah, when he went, she went downhill massive.
I never thought that.
Like, they were wreckheads together because, like, I always remember reading a story years ago. I don't know how true it were, but her and Shawn Michaels, the relationship started was because they were going to Shawn Michaels to get some drugs off him.
That checks it out.
And it was like, after a while, it was, oh, well, I'll do some favors to get some drugs. And then do some favors turned into a bit more of that in a relationship. And Candido was very much John Morrison. Well, what she does, but she still comes back home to me.
We gotta tell Batista to stop fucking your girl. No, let him do what he does.
Melina comes walking in like John Wayne, and Morrison's like, shall I put tea on?
No, Batista doesn't strike me as a guy with a huge, pecker, because I think all those roids really just really?
I bet it's like my fucking forearm.
It's probably really veiny. Whatever it is.
Knuckles and everything.
Yeah.
Big day for a reason.
That's why, you know what? You make a good point. He is the animal.
Shall we move on then instead of talking about Batista's dick? No,
I think we spent at least 40 minutes talking about Batista's dick. I don't know how we got there, but we got there.
1 minute per inch.
Yeah. So speaking of big dicks, we got Sonny in the bath. That's how the show starts. That's how we got on this. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Weird kind of, you don't, when you think of New Generation, you don't think of Sonny in a bath, but that's what we got
absolutely
here.
Absolutely not.
They're dipping their toes, so to speak, into the Attitude Era-esque stuff. But man, opening the show here with a barn burner. We got Double J, Jeff Jarrett versus Ahmed Johnson.
Man, that theme did it.
It's one of the worst themes of all time.
Fuck you.
He should have, if he came out With My Baby Tonight, that would have been a bomb.
That's a bit later on though, isn't it?
No, he's already dropped that single.
Yeah. Because it has. Yeah.
So this is when this is after he left, and he's recently come back.
Is the roadie the roadie then now?
I don't think the roadie's back yet.
Oh,
I know him and Jarrett left in '95. I don't think the
yeah.
roadie's back yet. He might be, but he's not on screen if he is.
But
So
yeah, Jarrett's quality. I love Jarrett. His lime green attire, fucking lovely. And then you've got Ahmed Johnson, the big sweaty meat fuck, charging down.
I always like TNA Jarrett best.
I feel like my memory of Jarrett best for me is WCW when Vince Russell were telling him week in, week out, "You, my son, are the man." And Jarrett were like, "I'm a Vince." And he's like, "Yes, Jeff, you are the man."
That's why I love him in TNA, because he booked himself as champion.
Oh yeah, well that's what you got to do. You've got to do.
I'll do exactly the same thing.
Always said it. If you're going to open a promotion,
you want to work here, you gotta let me beat you.
That's it. If I'm going to open a wrestling promotion, I can guarantee you now the first champion of that wrestling promotion will be me.
First and only.
Standard.
Undefeated.
Standard. 100%.
I also don't mind Jarrett in TNA. I've been watching it a lot.
Oh, it's wicked.
He's definitely like, I mean, the politics aside, like him as a heel at top, like it was entertaining. It was always like shenanigans,
I like his
matches.
Bollocks.
Lots of bollocks. Yes,
it's got bollocks. The fact is, like, there was a No Mercy 99 with China in the Good Housekeeping match.
Yes,
when he was booked to drop the title, he was going to drop the title, but his contract had run out, and he kept it sly. Like apparently he'd had contract discussions with JR. It didn't go well, but he didn't make it on, so he just let it go slide and let it run out, and it run out on day of pay-per-view, and he charges in and goes, "Right, you pay me what you owe me now, or I'm not." Well, the story where he said that he left his bags and everything outside in the car and the belt, and he came in a suit and said to Vince, "Now you either transfer me the money that you owe me now to my wife, or now go outside, get me stuff and come in, or if not, we ain't having a match tonight." And Vince buckled and paid him 300 grand. So apparently Jeff Jarrett went in, did the match. Obviously, China smashed him all over with all the fucking ironing boards and everything. And then he got into the backstage in the arena, just picked his bag up, still covered in shit, got in his car and fucked off, never to be seen again until Royal Rumble 2 years ago.
Yeah, but actually, he stayed away from WWE for a while.
Long time.
But he's facing off against Ahmed Johnson here, who
sweaty bastard.
Looks like he's just got out of the shower.
Dude, why is he so wet? He's
oily.
So shiny. And this dude,
Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of Ahmed Johnson in my time watching wrestling, and I'm watching this match, and I'm like,
yeah, I have. Shit.
he just slithers around the ring. Like, what is he doing?
I tell you something now. I've never seen. I've watched a decent bit of Ahmed Johnson. Well, I did when I was younger. I can't say I've gone back for nostalgia reasons and watched Ahmed Johnson, but I've never seen him pull off a fucking senton bomb or whatever bollocks he were going for.
Dude, I was not expecting that. Over the top rope, hits a tope on a Jarrett, like effortlessly. He just levitates over the ropes.
Like he does it every match.
Yeah.
I don't remember Ahmed Johnson like when he hulks up and starts shaking like he would doing.
Oh man,
when he's doing that dad run.
Yeah, what he like instead of hulking up, he like skips. He does like high knees around the ring.
Dad run. When you're not moving any faster at all, but you're running.
It's almost like a hoe train kind of deal. He's like revving up, and then I mean the match is quick.
We're lucky he didn't break his hand.
It felt long.
When he threw him into the ropes.
Fucking long.
When he got his hand caught in the ropes, we're lucky he didn't break his hand.
Yeah,
that could break a man's wrist, but he's got enough roids running through them veins where he's a bit fucking strong as fuck.
That's Ahmed for you. Not a lot happened in this match, but what did happen, he almost fucking killed himself. But ultimately, it's a DQ finish.
Oh, it's a great sell. It's an unbelievably great sell. Like, don't win a guitar, he just goes. It's a fucking great sell.
And then he's up as soon as Jarrett's out at ring.
Oh yeah, chase after him because Ahmed, for a big old bulky guy, they loved having running after people. It was like an inside joke for Vince, I think.
It was fucking fast though. I mean, Jarrett's like jogging away, and Ahmed's
the thing is, with Ahmed had it all. Right, he had it all. Like he had the look. Like it was very. The thing is, in early 95, 96 WWF, you didn't have that many black guys.
No,
they had the black guys that were top end, and he were chiseled. He had everything until he opened his mouth, and that's the thing in wrestling. You've got to have a good gob on you, and he didn't have a good gob on him.
Manager.
Yeah, and then he went to WCW and got really fat, and then got even fatter. Like last time I saw Ahmed Johnson, he were massive, like viscera levels.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
He's a big old boy.
Ahmed on the mic though, he's got that like Sid appeal to him, where he's like, he's not good, but he's entertaining. on the
Yeah,
mic.
yeah.
So,
There's a chance he could
But I
slip
can't
up at
wait
any
to hear
point.
what he says next.
yes.
It's gonna be so stupid.
Yeah.
It's something. But yeah, the match is what it is. Jarrett gets a little offense when Ahmed comes off the top and hurts his knee. But Jarrett locks in the figure 4, and Ahmed kicks him off, kicks Jarrett out of the ring. And then Jarrett grabs his guitar, goes to the top rope with his guitar, and smashes Ahmed, just flying off with the guitar. I think, because I don't know if he's used the guitar before this. I think there's a very new part of his gimmick here. I could be wrong, but I don't remember him using it before this.
No.
So we got DQ finish, and then Ahmed, like you said, the hilarious like cartoon cell of it, and then
beautiful cell
chases Jarrett away. But yeah. Any other thoughts on this little deal here?
Nah, it was shit.
How dare you?
It was the
Just
match
like
that
everything.
opened the pay-per-view of the show.
Like,
Yeah.
like spoiler alert, me and Mike not long ago watched the Rumble, yeah, for the Hunter Games. And
Exclusive on Patreon.
but I've not watched this pay-per-view back in a long ass time. And it was a bit ago, to be fair, we watched the Rumble, and my memory's shit, so I could have watched it yesterday and forgot. But, but the matches on this card, man, they're so bad. Like WWF in 1996 is so bad. How did it survive?
It really is.
I mean, okay, yeah. Survivor Series 95 was good.
Merchandise.
Everything else was shit.
Ticket sales, merchandise. That's what kept this company running.
Yeah.
Because the in-ring talent, apart from a handful of people, and the gimmicks.
The main event.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I did love this era, right? As a youngster, adored this era because it was cartoony, it was gimmickified, it was kiddified. I loved it. Watching it back now, there's some I get nostalgia kicks. Like when I see Billy Gunn and 1, 2, 3 Kid and Razor Ramon and Diesel and all that, nostalgia kicks. But if you're actually sitting back and watching it from a wrestling reviewing standpoint, the in-ring action standpoint, man, it's fucking terrible.
I mean, I think the in-ring stuff with Goldust and Razor Ramon was pretty solid.
It was pretty gay.
Oh wait, that's not next. Sorry, let's hold our load. We're gonna blue ball a little bit more.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was
The fact that you said it was pretty solid.
I mean, someone was solid, that's for sure.
No, I mean,
Certainly went Razor.
Well, after that, we got the coveted tag team titles
you missed
on the
a
line.
bit. You missed a bit. You
The
We're
missed
not talking about
Wrestling
Diesel.
Federation.
We're not talking
a
about
bit.
Diesel.
You missed a bit.
No.
Diesel was backstage saying he feels like a kid when his parents have fucked off that he can put porn on and have a wank. That's what Diesel was saying. Right? You can't gloss over that. Diesel told the world he's going in Rumble today feels like a kid having a wank.
For the first time.
So I haven't watched the Rumble. I've never watched this Rumble before, the match itself.
Oh,
Does
nah.
Diesel take out his cock and jerk off over everybody?
I don't.
You know what? No spoilers. No spoilers.
No
That's what I'm
No spoilers.
assuming.
That's what he's looking
No
forward to.
spoilers. Yeah.
Yeah, he runs on diesel power. That's what they say.
That's it, yeah.
But speaking of jerking off, we got some jerk offs in this next match. So we got the Smoking Guns
Yes.
versus the
Yes.
Body
Pew, pew, pew,
Donnas.
pew, pew, pew.
These might be the 4 stupidest fucking names of wrestlers I've ever seen in my life. We got Billy Bart versus Skip and Zip.
Zip. That's it.
And
The thing
Sonny's
is-
there as well.
The thing is with Zip, it was only till years and years later that I realized that he was Tom Pritchard and that he was like in the heavenly bodies. And I'd seen this guy not a year before and I had no idea. I remember as a kid, I had no idea that was that guy until years later.
I don't think I would have known.
They fooled me.
He was just at ACW not too long ago
Yeah.
at this point.
11-year-old me was fooled to fuck. Bravo, Vince.
Yeah, so they just brought in Zip as the partner of Skip, of course. Man, Zip. I don't know. Zip looks like that guy at the gym that just walks around with his cock out in the locker room and spots you too close at the
This
bench.
was just like we've spoken before though. Like this was a bad time for everything in WWF in this era, especially tag team wrestling. Like the tag team division was practically loads of singles guys we threw together and the odd tag team like the Head Shrinkers or the Guns. But like this for me, I always remember because I must have been like 11, 12 or something like that around about this time. And I remember when like Billy came out and he's cut his hair and he's shaved his mustache and Bart had cut his hair. Like even as a youngster then, I knew these cunts were up to no good. Like this is the last few weeks of them being good guys before it's Sonny the Slut.
Yeah, because the Guns for a while at this point had been getting mixed reactions. So
People are getting bored of their shtick, I think.
yeah.
But now Billy's over like fucking motherfucker.
The Guns in now I'd made a scissor me daddy ass.
Oh, this is way
Scissor me
pre
daddy
scissor.
ass.
Oh mate, fucking give me some. But yeah, like I always remember the reaction that the Guns got after Rumble '95 when obviously they got injured, had to relinquish the tag titles, and then you had the tournament, and you had the fucking dream team of 1, 2, 3 Kid and Bob Holly, and they won the titles at the Rumble, beating IRS and fucking Bam Bam.
It was
The following night, the Guns came back and the Guns beat them. And that reaction then was quite like the Guns got the pop because people like the Guns, but the reaction from them forward, for me, I always remember as a kid, the Guns weren't as popular as they once were. So you can see now with a year later, and the Guns are gearing up for a big heel turn. And then we eventually get to Gun versus Gun in the jeans, and then Gun becomes Rockabilly and other Gun fights in Brawl for All, and then gets knocked out by Butterbean.
After he wins Brawl for All, ruins Vince's plan.
Blonde Gun goes on to be one of the most probably remembered wrestlers in the history of wrestling ever.
Still going today.
Yeah,
Daddy
him.
ass.
Look at him and all chiseled like a god.
Oh, as good as shape as he's ever been in today.
JR used to
always
say pound for pound the strongest superstar in WWE. He used to always say about Billy Gunn.
It's probably up there.
See it. The man's he's brilliant. Love him. Scissor me daddy ass.
Well, as far as the match, I mean, from a work rate perspective, might be the best one on this show. It's not saying a lot, but
there was a solid in the middle of the match, solid like 5 or 6 minutes where Billy was playing the face that was fucked. Do you know what I mean? It was getting close and close and close. The tag dragged back, close and close, dragged back. It was, do you know what I mean? And that was solid because Billy's good. Again, we just spoke about it. Billy's great even at this.
He's an all rounder.
Yeah, he's great. He can sell like a genius. And Bart's Bart, and he's powerful. But Bart's just that. If Billy weren't Billy, isn't he? You know, he coughed. If you look at the moves, though, Bart does the same stuff Billy does, but Billy just does it a bit better.
Yeah, a little higher, a little stronger, a little faster. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. It's a shit clone.
Yeah.
How fucking amazing though was the blind tag with Zip when he did the baseball slide to get away, and then Skip came in. It's a fucking great spot.
It's like they've been teaming forever.
Never seen that done before. It was a great spot. But
saying.
The match.
Again.
The work rate wise, I thought it was fucking great. But it was, like I said, it's all building towards, like every match on this pay-per-view near enough feels like it's building towards a other feud. Like this is the Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Like first match ended in DQ, guitar shot. This one ends with shenanigans because of Sonny and Billy and all that. I know obviously the Guns prevail, but
right.
It's all about shenanigans.
So he just wants to take it to the Gun show.
Yeah, it's the Rumble.
Well, who doesn't? You know,
like we've got.
We're on the road to WrestleMania. You see, we're on the road. We're traveling on the road. We can't just be there, right?
But it's the Rumble.
We're on the fast lane.
It annoys me.
Well, yeah, the match. You know, so the Guns, Body Donnas, they both get their offense in. But like you said, the story here is the end, where Billy gets whipped into the ropes while Sonny is on the apron. The Sonny gets knocked off the apron and twists her vagina or whatever happens. And so Billy goes out. Yeah.
Cameraman's on point.
He had one job and he fulfilled an obligation. But Billy goes out there. It's like, I've seen this video before. So Billy goes out to check on her, takes her pulse, gives her a rub down. But apparently it's all a ruse because the Bonnie Donnas take advantage of it. So they have the advantage towards the end here. But ultimately, the Guns hit their little sidewalk, slam, leg drop combination.
Fucking shit in it.
How dare. It's like what the Dicks used to do, kind of. I don't know if you guys probably, you've seen that fairly. Have you guys gotten to that point yet?
No, we've not got to the Dicks yet. No.
Pre-Dicks. Love it.
We're post HLA.
We've
pre-Dicks.
got the heartthrobs.
You're in between HLA and Dicks. I see.
Yeah.
I see.
We've met the heartthrobs.
Yeah, we've got the heartthrobs.
Antonio and Romeo.
Is that not just the same thing, though?
That's what I said.
Yeah.
So they hit their move. Sonny distracts the ref. Zip comes from the top rope with an elbow onto Billy, and Skip makes the pin, but for a 2 count. I thought that was going to be it. So there's some good drama here at the end of the match. Yeah. The Body Donnas go for a double suplex on Bart. but Billy, Spears, Skip. It's all these fucking names, man. I'm telling you. Bart rolls up Zip for the win. And the fucking Guns get the win here. And it's a fine match. No, nothing to write. Nothing I'm gonna like go back and watch again, but it was solid.
But yeah, like I said, it's a poor showing there if you think that the wrestlers that are on the card. Do you know what I mean? You've got Undertaker and Bret Hart in the main event. And a match that involved Bart Gunn and Tom Pritchard is probably the best match on the show.
What was his nickname in the Heavenly Bodies? Because
the Doctor of Desire.
That's right. I was about to say the Gigolo, but that was Del Rey.
That's Jimmy Del Rey. Yeah, the Doctor of Desire, Tom Pritchard, and the Gigolo, Jimmy Del Rey. The Heavenly Bodies.
It's a wonder that never took off.
Smoky Mountain Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
Coveted.
Yeah.
And one note I forgot to make at the beginning is commentary. It's Vince McMahon and Mr. Perfect.
Yes. It straight away give me feels back in Royal Rumble 1990 where you had Gorilla Monsoon and Roddy Piper. That was great. If you've not seen that, I definitely recommend that just for the commentary alone. Roddy Piper gets so excited because he's a wrestler himself, just like Mr. Perfect does here. He gets so excited about certain spots where I feel like it's not forced commentary moments. It's actually Perfect getting into it because Perfect fucking loves it and probably wants to get involved.
So you guys liked Perfect's commentary here?
Loved him. Love Perfect.
I like the fact that him and Vince were wearing tuxes, so it made Rumble feel like a special event, as it should.
Yeah, definitely.
Fair point. Perfect did have a line in this match that I forgot to mention. So the Guns come out in their entrance, and Mr. Perfect says, "Whoever said Texas was a great state?" It just doesn't. I guess he didn't have an end to that sentence. He just kind of says it. And Vince just kind of moves on, ignores him. There was a lot of that in this show. It was a lot of Perfect. He had a couple good lines, but for the most part, I thought he was getting like sucked into maybe he was like getting distracted just watching.
Yeah, he was feeling. That was it. He was living it too much, wasn't he? Into the
he
moment.
enjoys the sport.
Yeah, no, that's a fair point. But I'll tell you who did not appreciate this show was Ted. Turner. Ted Turner. I blanked on his name. Billionaire Ted is his name in my head.
What can I buy WWF? What can I buy WWF?
The old Billionaire Ted skit with Nacho Man, the Huckster, and who's Gene? Scheme Gene.
I think you'll find I started in the 70s. Woo!
It's just a classic skit.
Cheers for millions, guys. Now go fuck yourselves.
It was like, why can't I buy them WWF superstars? And it's like, if only you knew. Because like during a couple of months' time, you do. And it turns into the biggest thing you've ever done in your life.
How come their wrestlers are better than ours? And it's like, it shows Nacho Man the Pearl River plunge that Ahmed Johnson does. He's like, hey, Nacho, can you do that? Like, no, brother, I can't do that. And the Huckster is like, hey, Huckster, why don't you do some top rope moves? He's like, no, I'm old. Which is funny, considering Hulk Hogan's going to be champion in 6 years for this company. But we don't talk about that.
No, of course not. It's all about bitterness. It's bitterness and bitterness. And the fact that the Hulkster and the Nacho Man have a match at Mania. Like, I know it's on the pre-show, but they have a match at Mania. It's fucking.
I didn't know that. That's hilarious.
Oh, it's on the free for all, and Billionaire Ted's a special guest referee.
Oh, I can't wait for that. The pre-show,
the free for all, it might not be, but it'll be on the internet somewhere.
Probably on the YouTubes. Probably.
Or the Daily Motions.
I'll give her a check ski. But yeah, WWF is on top of the hill, not over it, folks.
That's it. Get the F out.
Very subtle. Subtle jabs.
Huckster, what if we call you the boy toy?
Man, these kids these days, they see the jabs AEW and WWE take at each other. They didn't live through this shit. Man, this was blatant. But speaking of which, we got the Intercontinental title on the line.
It's the gay stuff. We're now at the gay point.
He's androgynous. He's not gay.
See, right, what I want to know is where does Marlena fit into all this? Because is she manager? Is she director? Is she girlfriend? Because they do get a bit close on screen. Or is she like...
They get a bit close. Goldust licks her fucking face. I would say that's pretty close.
Is she pimp? Does she stand there and direct when Goldust is getting it on, because like Razor Ramon is not the first.
Is the bag handler not both
yeah.
different?
It's like Razor Ramon's not the first superstar that Goldust has had his eye on, let's say. And he doesn't want to be the last neither. Goldust turns fucking weird in 12 months' time. When
Before after he offers
Luna Vachon's walking him down with a fucking dog lead and that.
This cone brawl and
that
ball
gag.
gag. Yeah.
But this Goldust, I think it's brilliant because you get that sort of you're gay reaction from the macho wrestlers. Like, don't touch me, you've got cooties. And it's brilliant. I love it. So childish.
No, yeah, they're taking advantage of wherever society was, how scared people were of gay people, and
that's it. It's how scared society was of gay people. Exactly it.
And it worked because I mean it was making waves across the entire wrestling world. It was one of the most controversial acts going in wrestling at this point, and all for the IC title. And I kind of like how they did it because it's like, what is Goldust? What is his intentions? Is like, does he really want to fuck Razor Ramon, or is he just trying to play mind games with them? So I think it worked. But who knows? Who knows? But I think
I'd say he wants to fuck Razor Ramon just like he.
Is oozing machismo through the screen.
Yeah. Has he wanted to fuck Ahmed Johnson yet, or has that not happened yet in your timeline?
He has not fucked Ahmed Johnson yet.
But that I think that we have.
He wants to probably goes for his BBC.
Yeah, he wants to fuck Roddy Piper at one point. I remember that. He wants
that's right after this, I think.
Yeah, he wants to fuck Ahmed Johnson afterwards, and then I feel like he has that dodgy bit with Luna Vachon, and then some dodgy bit with Brian Pillman at some point.
There's weird stuff with Mankind and Undertaker.
Yeah. Oh yeah, when he's licking his face and that.
He was like his mommy or something.
Yeah.
There was some wrestling. But
just another one. How's that career lasted the length it did? It's nuts.
It was so unique, man. It evolved just like Undertaker. Yeah.
Back in 99 when he's running with Blue Meanie and that, and Blue Meanie's calling him mommy and stuff.
And then, like, Ruthless Aggression, it becomes more of a comedy character.
When it gets Tourette's. that's the best Goldust now.
Oh, I'm almost there in that timeline. I can't wait for it.
Yeah, Tourette's Goldust is the best Goldust.
But yes, Marlena debuts here, aka Terry Runnels. Comes out here with an unlit cigar that she's pretending to smoke. Don't know what the deal with that is.
She likes having long things in her mouth.
That's where Ahmed Johnson comes in. But this all kind of kicked off at In Your House, where Goldust was like watching Razor's match and talking about how he wanted to run his fingers through his chest hair and how he's not the bad guy, he's the naughty guy.
He's the naughty guy.
Yeah. So, and then in the match, you got Goldust, doing a little reach around on Razor, groping his chest, dry humping him. And at one point, Razor slaps Goldust's ass, but Goldust seems to like it. And
he's a kinky bastard. That's why.
See, this was where Mr. Perfect for me was on his top form. Because there was loads of lines he said. He was like, so Vince was like, what would you do? He goes, well, I'm a wrestler. I'd take him down. I'd wrestle him. But that's maybe what he wants. and then he goes, maybe Goldust likes it rough, McMahon. And then Razor's slapping him and he goes, my man, he likes it. He likes it.
If there was any match that Perfect was on, it was this one. Because at one point, Goldust has a sleeper on Razor.
It'd be a fairy tale ending for him.
Well, you got to think about as well with Perfect and Hall. They go back, don't they? They used to tag back in the AWA, way back. So Perfect's probably getting a massive rise out of this whole situation as well. He's seeing one of his best mates have to have this little gay match, and he's like, "Fucking, I love this shit."
So Goldust has the sleeper on Razor, and Perfect's like, well, if Razor goes to sleep, Goldust can do whatever he wants to him. I was like, okay. So he's going to rape Razor Ramon in the middle of the ring. That's what we're implying here?
I believe so. Yeah,
yep. I believe so. Fair point. Fair play. That's a signature move, I guess.
He called it a fairy tale ending.
That could have been this finish. I don't know why the Shattered Dreams wasn't.
That's a new defensive. If anything,
fairy tale ending. That's. Do you know someone needs to use that for a finishing move?
That's fucking
Ciampa.
Yeah, Ciampa's finish is called the fairy tale ending. Yeah, but he doesn't make anybody come with his
angel wings.
I don't watch indie wrestling. I wouldn't know.
So Razor hits Goldust with a low blow at some point.
Mhm.
Goldust comes, and then there's a little
Yeah,
back
he
and
does.
forth. Eventually, Marlena gets up on the apron and distracts Razor, or distracts the ref, and then in comes 1, 2, 3 kid.
3, no bed.
Oh, this cunt.
What a prick.
The corporation's 1, 2, 3
Yes.
kid gets in there. Top rope heel kick to Razor Ramon in the back of the head. Goldust pins him, gets the win, steals the Intercontinental Championship.
Mhm.
Pretty soon after his debut, he's already champion. So, and I haven't. Oh,
Notice who he is, that is.
yes, of course. I also have a note here that said Marlena blows Goldust, and that was the point where Marlena had dust in her hand and blew it in the Razor's eyes. That kind of led to the whole thing.
Of course.
But yeah, good stuff, right? 4 stars, 5 stars. What do you think?
I'd give it a solid 2.5. It was middle of the road.
Okay.
It were quirky.
It was more of a comedy match,
Yeah.
but that's Goldust's shtick.
But with someone so serious as Razor Ramon as well. Where,
Yeah.
but you, like I said, you saw this little side of him where he was unsure. He didn't know what to do. Like it were powering on him, and then he'd get a bit too close, and Goldust had, like I said, he'd start tickling him. It'd start. And Razor just like, what the fuck do I do here? Like Razor didn't want to get too close because it's like
Doesn't want to get a boner, and it'll expose this whole thing. Yeah. No.
But it was a fun little match for all it was, and obviously it progresses the storyline between Razor and 1, 2, 3 Kid after he joined the corporation and became a dickhead. Is it one of the 2 in your houses that come where they have the crybaby match? I think that's not far away.
Possibly, yeah. I haven't gotten to that yet, so it's got to be after this. But yeah,
the one and only WWF crybaby match.
Well, I'm just so excited to watch that. Let me tell
your
you.
opponent in a diaper. American fan.
Is that why have I never heard of this? Is this a real thing?
Yeah. So Razor Ramon, 1, 2, 3.
You've never heard of it?
Cocksucker. No, I haven't.
Because I think he was calling him like a crying little bitch and a whiny little bitch. So he's like, I'm gonna make you cry. So the winner of the match had to put their opponent in a man-sized nappy or diaper, and then stick a bottle in his mouth and feed it.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised we haven't seen that come up. You know,
remember, this is the same timeline where I've not long had Kiss My Foot with Jerry Lawler and Bret Hart.
I have seen that.
I mean,
That
it's
was
a
classic.
weird old gimmicky fucking time.
Dentist Glenn.
Yeah, big dead Glenn.
Well, speaking of dead people, after that we have the Rumble match, but we'll get to that after we talk about the main event.
No, we're talking about Bret Hitman Hart's 43rd pay-per-view appearance.
Is that true?
Well, according to commentary.
Oh, is that how many?
Oh.
Like maybe, I don't know.
43rd.
43rd. How many? Because they weren't that many in a year.
If
I mean,
you
they're
think-
just
if you think
starting
Bret-
within your house.
Bret was in what? Was he in the 1989 Rumble? Yeah, because WrestleMania 2, he won the battle. Or WrestleMania 3 won the Battle Royal. Him and Bad News Brown. Or he didn't win it, or Bad News Brown won it on the earlier WrestleManias. So he's been around from, let's say, 85.
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking 10 years.
Okay.
So
maybe
43 pay-per-view appearances in 10 years.
once a quarter pay-per-view, and then this past year or two they've had the in your houses and some of the smaller ones. So yeah, possibly.
If he's done them like 90% minimum.
Yeah.
If commentary says it, Mr.
gotta be
Perfect's
true,
not going to
innit?
let me
It's
down.
got to be true.
He is
It's
perfect after all.
Not
You know,
lies.
The
Perfect.
worst thing is about the situation of this match card, right? Was the fact that, well, there were multiple. One, they gave them half an hour, which they shouldn't have done. B, they put it on after the Rumble, which they shouldn't have done. C, they made it the slowest methodical half an hour that you've ever seen, which they shouldn't have done. Like, people were fucking walking away, going home. They weren't just going for a drink, they were fucking off to going home.
Got to beat the traffic.
I come for Rumble, I've seen Rumble. Well, I don't know. Raw will tell me tomorrow what happened. See ya.
So you can get used to seeing Bret and Shawn in long matches.
Yeah. Well, I think so. I guess the reason
I get that.
I guess the reason this happens after the Rumble is the whole Diesel element of it with him and how he interacts before and at the end of this match, and that wouldn't make sense if it was before the Rumble. So I get it, but yeah,
I think it's a way of obviously moving Bret away from Undertaker and onto the winner of the Rumble.
Right.
Yeah.
But then also
Gives Taker something to
show
do.
that Taker's got something too high profile. Because obviously Diesel's just come out of the world title scene with Bret.
Yeah.
So yeah, I suppose if you look at it like that, it makes sense. But for me, it was boring. It was dull. It lasted half an hour. They went outside the ring a few times, back in ring, rest holds. Can we get on to Rumble, please?
Nope, we're going to talk about this for 40 minutes, just like the match was.
Bye then.
Because I was wondering, like...
Let me know when the Rumble begins.
We'll wake you up. Yeah, I was wondering, I was like, why have I never heard of this match? I've never heard anybody talk about the Rumble 96 match between Bret and Undertaker.
Stop watching when Rumble finishes.
It was done. Yeah. I mean, you said it was boring as shit, dude. Like, the Undertaker opens the match out with the claw hold. Just, well,
after obviously they had the stuff with Diesel in the aisleway.
Right.
So,
Thank you.
Yes. Let's start the match with the feud that's going to lead on, and we'll finish the match with the same feud that's going to lead on.
Because Diesel's still out there.
Really fucking matter.
No, it was just filler.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Diesel was still out there after the Rumble. Yeah. Diesel's still out there after the Rumble, and Taker comes out in his entrance, and they face off, and they brawl a little bit. There's a pull apart, and Taker just like, okay, just walks to the ring. And the match gets underway. Bret, works the leg of Undertaker for forever. Forever, just leg hold.
He's a technical genius, is Bret, the him on heart.
Oh, my God, he's nice.
And then Taker reverses a figure four and Bret doesn't stand up into the sharpshooter. He's in position. The legs are in position right there.
It's too easy, man. It's too easy. He's playing chess, not checkers.
You can't have logic in professional wrestling, Michael. Come on. Have a word with yourself.
I should know that by now.
Jesus.
I guess the leg stuff comes into play when Taker goes for a tombstone like halfway through this, but his leg gives, and then stuff happens. At some point, Bret, because it should be said that these are both babyface in this match, and I think that was another thing. It's like, who do we cheer for? That's probably what the crowd thought. So there was not a lot of energy to it because
the
was kind of split.
Flat. Yeah, it was very flat.
So Bret exposes the turnbuckle and rips off Taker's mask, which is the first time it's been ripped off since he got it. And Bret ends up ramming Taker's face several times into the exposed turnbuckle. And Bret starts getting boos. Like, it was kind of 50-50 before, but now he's kind of turning them into, Bret's essentially the heel towards the end of this. Taker hits
this is the start of the Bret turn, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of people turning at the minute, and this is the start of Bret's turn. So it's not long before Bret's like, you're always
making way for new baby faces.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Right. Gets a Taker, eventually fights back, hits the tombstone on Bret, makes the pin, but Diesel's back out and pulls out the ref, and the ref DQs the Undertaker, I guess, or DQs Bret or whoever. It's a DQ finish. The title doesn't change hands.
Yeah.
And
the fans go home fucking ecstatic.
Man,
it's over.
What a way to end up pay-per-view. But Diesel flips off Taker, which is funny because it's like new generation, so that was very risque for the time period. I like Diesel's character at this point. It's very much Kevin Nash, just in a Diesel, with music of Diesel and all that shit. But it's a tedious match to say the least. But like you said, pretty much just serves the purpose to set up WrestleMania.
It was a segment that lasted 40 minutes.
Yeah.
But with that, gents, shall we get ready to rumble, as the kids say?
Yes, let's get ready to rumble.
Let's whip our peacocks out.
Get ready. Yeah. Get steady. And rumble.
I want you guys singing that.
Everybody rumble.
Fuck song's that?
PJ and Duncan. Let's get ready to rumble.
Can't say I've heard of them.
You heard of Anton Deck?
Nope.
Two British TVs.
Are these all British things? Yeah, I don't know anything.
Of course. Stop being racist.
Yeah, you guys probably
the rumble.
So I got the rumble. So I got it at 54-37 on Peacock.
Oh, I'm at 54-29. I thought we'd draw.
So close. Well, let's all get on the right second here. 54-37. That's right before the video package that takes place.
Right, 54-30. Yes. Oh no, I'm 54-30, 47. It could take us an hour here to get lined up.
I'll count down from 3, and then we'll hit play. 3, 2, 1, play.
Who the fuck is that guy? Oh, it's Shawn Michaels' doctor. It is. It's Shawn Michaels'. There you go. It's Shawn Michaels' personal physician.
Wait, where are you at, Dave? 54.
54, 55.
Yeah.
56, 54, 57. Okay.
Owen Hart talking
There we go.
in a weird slanted way because I'm looking this way.
Let me tell you something.
Throw up his neck. Right.
I do that sometimes, though, in pictures. I don't know what it is.
I sleep like that, but
Jake the alcoholic.
Let's go. Where the fuck did this guy come from?
King.
Oh, he's the king of the ring tournament, isn't he? Oh, he's the king. Royal Rumble. King. Rumble. King. That's his promos. Barry Horowitz.
This is my pick. This is your pick.
He's
The
got it.
jobber.
Look at those ears.
How this guy's not in the Hall of Fame, I don't know.
Well,
He
Pat
deserves it.
Always said the jobber of all jobbers
Deserves
is
it.
Big Baz. The jobber of all jobbers. Tap on that. Look at Vader.
That is a big, meaty boy.
He's horrible though. He's horrible. It's like
I haven't-
Vader was the man, like in everywhere. New Japan, WCW.
He was
man.
the monster.
The man. He's come. This is his debut. Right, he should have won this goddamn thing. Spoiler alert, Kylie Dunn. Right? Right. He should win. Spoiler alert, there's your winner.
I do know who wins. That's all I know about this Rumble.
Okay, yeah, that prick. Don't like Shawn Michaels.
This is right after his when he fainted in the ring, and
Yeah.
they were like, "Oh, is he gonna have to retire?"
Yeah, he's just on drugs. Like in 12 months'
Too
time
smack.
when he loses his smile. Because he's on drugs.
The size of those goddamn
Too
monitors.
smack.
I like him though. It's old school. Like with the WWF stickers on the top.
They're going to hurt a
Just
lot
so
more
you
than
know.
an iPad.
Just stickers.
Stupid
Look at that
laugh.
font. That's hurting my eyes, is that Royal Rumble logo.
Yeah, what's up with the Toy Story font of this Rumble
Hang on,
logo?
what's up with the lamp? Show,
Well,
show the arenas.
The arena lights don't give you enough light, clearly.
No, we need
They got to
that.
read. It's for the script.
It looks like
Hmm.
fucking Pixar.
That's what it is. It all ties together.
Vince McMahon is really Pixar. Is that what we've just worked out now?
He's part of the Pixar universe.
Oh. The Hunter Games are upon us. Are upon
Oh,
us.
that was a nice flick of the pen then. So, number one, the game.
Are you ready to play the game?
Are you ready to play the game? So, for those that aren't aware, in the free-for-all, we had a match to decide number one and number 30 in the Royal Rumble. The match was Hunter Hearst Helmsley, as we see, they're showing us
There
now,
we go.
versus Duke the Dumpster Drosy. Hunter tried to cheat with what looks like sellotape around his fingers. Right?
I
Got
didn't think
caught.
Drosy was still around.
Oh, aye.
I know he had
Drosy-
his little feud with
Oh,
King.
no. Drosy sticks around for ages. And
Why?
Drosy cuts his hair and turns bad guy.
Ugh.
Becomes one of them bin men that don't pick your bins up.
Oh, that's heat, brother.
Yeah, he doesn't empty your bins. Even if they're not overflowing.
He keeps
don't
them
empty
overflowed.
Yeah, he puts shit in them.
Well, speaking of shit,
Here we go.
He puts this shit in it.
Every fucking
got
God
some
will.
pig shit. This is where we're off the heels off the hog pen match.
Yes. So these two
Don't remind me of that, please.
these two cunts have not long had a fade. Do you know what the thing is though? As a kid, I used to love Henry Godwin. When I worked out, his name was Og, and then he got a cousin that were a tag team partner called Pig.
I mean,
Fucking yes, Pig.
the coincidence that's how I
Yes,
fell
Vince.
into it. This is crazy.
How fucking skinny does Hunter Hearst Helmsley look?
He's a
right now?
little Twinkie boy.
Yeah.
He's a lot bigger. The thing is, he's a lot taller than you realise because I never.
About slim he is.
Yeah, with how slim he is, yeah. I never realised how tall
Yeah.
Hunter is, but then you put him next to guys that are 6 foot plus and he matches them. But this bloke, Henry Godwin, he must be knocking 6'2", 6'3", something like that. They're all big old
Under
boys.
6'4".
Yeah, they're all big boys. That's a good back body drop. They're all big boys. Look at the crowd though. This is 1 and 2 of the Rumble, and the crowd could not give a flying monkey.
You
There's
tell
not
me that
one-
hog isn't over?
There's not one sign to be seen right now. There's 2 fucking seats that are empty there. Oh, but
Where's
throw
the
him
seat
out.
filler?
Throw him out.
Hmm.
Throw him out. Stupid.
He tried.
Stupid.
That dastardly Hunter Hearst Helmsley with the eye poke.
No, took his time. Should have just launched him.
Smart. That's what it is.
Last year's Rumble, 95.
No rules in a Rumble match.
95 Rumble. Crush had, no, not Crush. Was it Bulldog? Oh, yeah, Bulldog or Crush. They had Michaels up and they could have thrown Michaels out. But no, because apparently on the script it says that Michaels has to win. Oh, that fucking, I've fucking launched the cunt. Script fucking, I've ripped it up. Do what? You can do about it.
If I win, I win.
That's it. Fire me. I want Rumble.
That would be some
Fuck
shit.
you.
Someone just goes into for business. For
Maybe that's what Cena was trying to do on Batista that one year.
Yeah, just going to business for himself.
Oh, it was just an accident. Then goes on to be the face of the company. Man.
No,
Do
it was
we know
all
what
just crowd control.
Do we know what the time limit is? Is it? Oh, there we go. 10, 9, 8. Is it 1 minute 30?
Yeah, I was about to ask because I know the previous year was like super
mate,
fast.
95 was wicked. The Rumble's
That was
over
like
in about
40
half an
seconds.
hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Mr. Backlund.
You know.
These are just all the worst things.
Former 2-time WWF champion.
Mr. He was champion like a year ago before this. This is crazy.
He was.
Lost it in record time
Yes.
at this time.
The chicken wing was sick. I always remember watching, was it WWF Challenge, I think it was, at one of the shows that the Sky was showing back then. And it were Backlund versus Bret, and it were Backlund's like big comeback. He'd been out of the ring for 20 years or whatever, and all this shit, big comeback. And he had a match with Bret, and he went toe for toe with Bret, and it was a great match. And at the end, they went to shook hands, and then that's where Backlund turned and put him in the chicken wing. And then it went on to the storyline of him beating Bret for the title at Survivor Series. But yeah, this was very much the second, not so much now, because he's a bit facey now. He turns to stupid Bob Backlund. But Bob Backlund as a heel, when he was going towards a title, was very much a second coming. Like it was over.
Yeah, some of the stuff he did with
Massively
Bret wasn't bad, but
his stuff with Bret was brilliant.
the WrestleMania I Quit match was the shits. But otherwise, not too bad. Oh no, not Bob.
Bye,
Bob, hold on. We need you in the main event of Mania. Look at the glute muscles on Bob Backlund.
Why stop him there?
like in Royal Rumble 1993, I think it was like Bob Backlund's big return. He'd been away for X amount of years, and he lasted like 45 minutes in the Rumble. I think he was like number 3, and he lasted all the way to like, I'd say we're a couple of people left to come in.
I hope Hogg is the Iron Man of this match. I hope he's in there till the end.
Can you see? I can't see it. Can't see it. Oh, look, everyone's favorite ref's outside. Good old Jackie Doan. There we go.
Backlund.
Who's coming next?
He's a favourite referee of ours.
I can't even remember the order of people that come in.
Oh man.
Oh, the Kingster.
Just go away, Lawler. Just be a commentator. We've had enough. God, he feuded with Bret for a goddamn year on and off. Brought in a stupid dentist.
Yeah.
Vince for look at Backlund's bollocks then. Vince for Prez. That's sad.
Backlund is packing, that's for sure.
Vince for Prez, and we're gonna.
Why is Lawler wearing Undertaker's pants? From
it looks like he's wearing
Survivor Series 2000.
Survivor Series, yeah.
It looks like he's wearing an Easter egg wrapper.
It does.
It's very
or Christmas cracker.
Christmas cracker, yeah, Christmas cracker Lawler.
Such a skeezy little man this
oh.
Lawler is. What is? Oh,
There
has he
we
got
go.
the slop?
He's got the slop. Oh dear, I feel like it's not going to end well. I feel like this isn't ending well for the heels.
He's gonna kick it into his face, isn't he?
He's going to kick it into his face.
He's
No.
kicking it right in the.
Oh. I reckon Hunter's taking it. No. Everyone shits themselves. Everyone out of the pool. Because I've got a bucket full of my piss.
Is that what's in the bucket? It's piss? I didn't know he had urine.
I reckon, yeah, but what?
Oh
That's
my
it.
god!
Oh my God. That man's got kids. What is it though? Is it just crap from like catering? And they just say, just put any old shite in this? Or is it like,
fill with some gauze and all.
is it legit like the boys in the back room, like, what can we get in this?
Jeez, you never know. Vince back in the day.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Wrestlers are weird, aren't they? Like that.
Yeah, I
Wrestlers
won't be
are
surprised.
Really weird like that.
Little dip spit in there.
Probably some bleach and all.
Of course.
Thurman.
Thurman plug.
Hardcore Bob.
Plug me, Bob.
How'd you like me now? This was that period where they called him Thurman and then they thought, fuck, that's weird. So they called him Bob instead.
Is he just Bob Holly here?
Yeah, no, he's still currently Bob Sparkplug Holly.
Right.
But he was originally Thurman Sparky Plug Holly. Yeah.
Sparky Plug.
And then he's been Sparky Plug Bob Holly, but now he's Bob Spark Plug Holly. Soon to be Bombastic Bob with Bodacious Bart in the new Midnight Express.
Yep.
And then he becomes the Job Squad.
Vince loved him some alliteration.
Oh yes.
No, it's his cousin who's a super heavyweight.
Right, of course.
No, Bob.
Hug.
Bye, Godwin. No, Hardcore started it. Hardcore started it, referred to himself as a super heavyweight when he was going one-on-one with Big Show and that. He's like, I'm size of you. I'm all right. My era. Oh, here we go, chicken wing. No. I thought perfect time for a chicken wing. Then what?
It's always a perfect time for a chicken wing.
Let's look at Bob running wild.
I agree.
Man, look at the star power in this ring.
You can see why Bob Holly eventually cut his hair. He's got a lot going on in the back, but not much going on top.
Business in the front, party in the back.
Yeah, very much.
But it's far too many business meetings.
Yeah. Here we go. Nope. I feel like we need more eliminations. Look at the plethora.
It's like my hair were 4 years ago.
Talent in the ring though. Now look at it. You've got Triple H, and yeah.
God, yeah, it's like who would have known Triple H would have been by far the biggest star out of all these guys.
Mad, isn't it?
Oh man,
Pyro, Big Viz.
I'm the king.
King Mabel.
I think his last. I think it's his last appearance as Mabel.
Yeah.
Here.
So it broke my heart when he dyed his hair black.
Oh,
broke my heart. But that's when you knew he was real, because he dyed that Mohican black.
Yeah.
So look at Bailey when she came back, cut her hair.
That's it. That's when you know they're real. I used to love Mabel. I loved Mabel. I loved Moore. I loved Oscar. Like Oscar was one of the key points in Men on a Mission. Do you know what I mean?
I didn't hate the King Mabel character myself. The matches were kind of shite, but I thought
I just hate his wrestling matches.
I feel like they could have built him better than pushing him straight into a world title match after being King of the Ring.
Agreed.
I feel like they didn't need to do that. That wasn't like. Did you ever see the King of the Ring belt that was from his King of the Ring victory?
No, I don't think so.
They commissioned it.
It looks like a castle.
Yeah, it's gone around the internet. It's very much class of the castle, but on a belt. It was. Apparently, the story goes like they commissioned it, but they never put it on TV. But there's a live event picture of Mabel carrying it.
I mean, I feel like the crown serves the purpose of hey, I won King of the Ring. You know,
you don't need a belt as well.
You don't need a belt.
Just a crown and cape and scepter. That's
it
all
would
you
just
need.
been another greatest Royal Rumble green belt.
I wonder where that is.
And Braun's defending it somewhere.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Control your narrative.
See you wearing world title.
I feel like nothing's happening right now. Oh, look at Bob.
Well, that's got a par for the course with the show, I think.
Yeah, the Rumble kind of. What's Bob's facials? What's he doing?
He wants to win. Bob's going all in. He's going high speed. He's in the fast lane.
I feel like Bob's trying to stick a finger up his own ass.
Oh man, here comes the snake.
Oh, everybody out of the pool. Kyle, spoiler alert, keep an eye on Lola.
My eye's always on Lawler.
Focus your attention on Jerry. I like children.
It's hard not to with those goddamn tights he's wearing.
Yeah, just keep an eye on Lola. Here comes Jake and his snake. That poor snake trapped in that fucking bag. With that fucking pisshead carrying a bat. Look at
Christ,
this.
that is a big
Eyes
fucking
of
snake.
How quick did Mabel exit the ring right there?
Yeah, I'd do the same.
So Lola's loving life. Right. So Lola as Lola
what is that call?
Did you keep an eye on Lola?
Got a snake handler.
Where's Lola gone?
He called away.
Called away where though? Oh, hello Alexa.
Hello.
Who's Alexa with that?
Not mine.
That was mine. Somebody ring
Oh,
my doorbell.
I've fucking brought mine on now.
Alexa, Amazon Alex is one of the most popular digital voice
Alexa,
assistants
shut up.
ever.
Stupid bitch.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Mabel.
That big man spot.
Man, he could just sit on the mat while hanging in the top two ropes.
That's crazy.
You
Yeah.
forget how tall this dude is.
So as you can see right now, Kyle,
Because he's so fat,
let's
you
play
don't
a game.
realise.
Let's play a game of where the fuck is Jerry Lawler gone?
Is he under the ring?
He went bottom left.
He's under the
Under
ring.
bottom
Is this
rope.
the one where he stays under the ring like the entire match? Oh, you cocksucker.
There's a great one it's in, I think it's around 94, 95, where there's a battle royal on Raw and he stays out the ring for like 10 minutes on one leg. He just hops around the ring constantly on one
You would
leg.
think more people would use that strategy.
Ah,
Is
here
this
we
Dirty
go.
Dick?
This is Dory Funk Jr.
Oh. Every guy in a cowboy hat is Dirty Dick
Yeah.
Murdoch.
Yes, this is. No, that's only one
I
appearance.
thought it was Cowboy
One
Bob Orton.
appearance.
Mm.
Royal Rumble 95 was Dirty Dick Murdoch's
That's
only
right.
appearance.
That's right. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yes. But yes, this is the younger, I feel, or maybe older brother of Terry Funk. I'm not quite sure.
I think
How
it's
old do you
his-
think he is here?
I think it's his
Oh.
nephew.
60s.
Because people looked older back then. He might be 40.
It could be.
No, I think he's 27.
Yeah.
He looks like
He's had a bad
Ric
day for
Flair
him.
now.
He looks a bit rough, doesn't he?
Doesn't
Him and
really.
Him and Bob Backlund, like they share, like one of them, which one turned up today without their tights?
Which one works out? Which one doesn't?
Who turned up without their tights today and went, "Have you got a spare pair?" They went, "Yeah, I have."
I always got 10 blue trunks in my bag.
Who ordered the blue trunks? We did. There's a lot of colour going on right now. If you think you've got the Blue Express in the middle, you've got purple and gold, you've got yellow,
Yellow,
you've got,
blue.
you've got green
Red.
with Jake, you've got red with Bob.
If there's anything you can count on with New
Black with
Generation,
Alan.
it's that
It's
there's going to be a
colour.
lot of fucking colors.
Colours.
It's for kids.
Oh, Bob. Nope.
It's so you can tell them apart when you're up in nosebleed seats.
I feel like Funk's going to be Iron
There
Man.
he
you know.
is.
There he is. Look. Yeah, I feel like Funk's going to be Iron Man.
I think that's obvious.
Man,
Man, the Hog knocks down Mabel.
Wow.
Damn near rips Triple H's legs off by just falling on him.
Oh, he's down. Oh, I expected Bob Backlund then to do a little fucking thing over top rope.
Throw him over, Bob. Christ.
Here we
His head's mangled.
go.
There we go.
Holy
It is.
shit.
Yo, the size of the man.
It's just for him and Vic this, isn't it?
No, it makes me feel so sad though, because like this guy in his head, he wanted to break the world record of being the fattest ever professional wrestler. And he pushed himself to that limit that his heart gave up and it killed him.
Did he break that record? Who holds the record for heaviest wrestler?
Not Yoko. I think the record was something silly like 700 pounds. And I think maybe 750. And I think Yoko got to like 690 or something. Like Yoko was still employed by the WWE up to October of 1998.
Right.
He was still under contract. They
There
wanted
goes
to
Bob.
bring him back. They wanted to bring Yoko back time and time and time again, but they wanted him to get thin because they know he were going to kill him. And he just wanted to get bigger and bigger and bigger and break the record. And it was over in England. He had a heart attack. He was supposed to be at like a meet and greet with a heart attack. It's just such a sad state of affairs. Because Yokozuna, I always remember when he made his debut, I was blown away by this big fuck off what I thought Japanese guy.
Right, yeah.
I was like, and then when he beat Bret and stuff, I'm like, oh, Yoko, look at the meat.
Like, look how much
Look at the
thinner
fucking
Mabel
tits.
looks.
Oh, Mabel looks tiny compared to Yoko. So
Who could ever
here we
forget their
go.
classic
Here we
match
go.
at one of the Inger houses?
This is why you need Bob Backlund to scoop them both out and be a hero. Come
No,
on,
we could.
come on, one ears. There's loads of ears. Work
Bob!
together.
Holly,
Jake, wake up. Ah, too late.
come on, plug.
Plug,
Fucking
plug, Holly. Ah,
Herman Plug just
Oh.
throwing out a Hurricane Rod in the middle of all this
Hurricane
bullshit.
by butt plug in the middle of the rumble.
And
Oh,
Lee by Allen.
and a knee by Allen. Oh, is it all
It's-
pick on?
That's
Christ.
gonna
Oh, it's all pick on the.
What the hell did Henry do?
to deserve that splash from Big Vis. That's good, it?
It looks like a fucking minion. Oh, No, that's never going to work, Triple H. You're never going to throw Big Vis out there like that. And up next, it is the it's the 1, 2, 3 dickhead. The skinny little cunt. He makes me feel like Yoko. Look at me shitting himself because here comes the bad guy in Razor's best pants. Them and the purple ones.
Man.
Look,
These guys has been chasing. Has he been chasing Kid this entire night?
Yeah, for the past hour and a half. Yeah.
The cardio on these guys.
The kid's like, look at me, I can't get. Oh, look at Tim White getting involved. Gerald Briscoe's out there. The other Hebner brother. Who's the guy over there with the moustache that done? It's not Sergeant Slaughter. 1, 2,
I was trying to figure that out.
I used to love 1, 2, 3 Kid. Here's another one. Him there with moustache. Who the fuck are you? Looks he's coming. He's back. He's back. Get him, Mabel.
God, Mabel could just flick him over the top rope.
Oh,
I thought Kid was going to hop over the top and run
Mabel
away.
Mabel wants some of Razor. It's a bit fucking.
He just wants anyone in front of him.
Ah. So what we on like? Number 11 was that? Was 1, 2, 3 Kid?
Something like that, yeah.
Well, we had 2 eliminations.
Yeah, Bob Backlund was eliminated.
Yeah.
I missed it. I blinked.
Is that it? Is that all we've had?
That's all I can remember. No, it
Yeah,
was
because Lawler's under the ring.
Where is
Lawler's under the ring. Yeah.
Where's what's his face? Not Bob Backlund, the other old guy.
Oh, Dory's still there. Fighting 1, 2, 3
Dory.
Kid.
Is he?
Is that all we've had eliminated then, Bob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Must be.
Yeah, because Lawler's under the ring. Yeah.
Oh shit, he is there.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So his 9 was 1, 2, 3 Kid. Oof.
Mabel, throw him over. He's up there.
Yeah.
Launch him into
He's already over ropes.
Oh, you
Launch him into the crowd.
The hell is this?
That right there is
just generic
Maybe we don't get
Japanese music.
no. Is it Kenzo?
Sometimes we don't get nameplate.
Kenzo Suzuki.
Is it one of them?
Oh, he's one of them,
no,
yeah.
No, is it Tenru?
Kenzo Nakamura.
Tenru or Kabuki? Is it one of them two?
Just say a bunch of Japanese car names.
No, I'm not being racist.
It's Ching Chong Bing Bong.
No, they were Tenru and Kabuki. Who were a tag team. I'm going to Google and finding out who this guy were.
He's got his young boy tights on, so it's hard to distinguish him from anybody.
Watch it be like fucking someone right favorite Shinsuke or something like that. Great Muta.
That is not Great Muta.
We're only joking.
Oh.
It is. It is Takeo Amore.
God bless you.
Takeo Amore.
Bless you.
Amore Takeo, born October 16th, 1969, is a Japanese professional wrestler currently working for All Japan Wrestling, where he's a 1-time Triple Crown heavyweight champion and 7-time World Tag Team champion, according to Wikipedia.
Well, we'll see if he adds Royal Rumble winner to his accolades here.
I do not recall this happening.
I've already forgotten his name.
Some Pecora or something.
Going for a body slam on Mabel. Doesn't seem like that's going to work.
Clever knobhead then, isn't it?
He has the fighting spirit, you see. As they all do, right?
I'm not familiar with this happening at all.
There we go.
I'm surprised because Hunter's still in it.
Dory Funk's
low key. Yoko
dominating.
Yoko. Oh, one more maybe, Jake. Get out of the way, Makora. Got him.
Oh, Dory Funk with the double underhook.
Pedigree.
Right in the front of him, too.
Savio.
Oh, man.
Savio Vega.
The Barriqua.
Quang. Can remember Quang? Quang was sick because he didn't know who it were. He did all this martial arts stuff and he blew green mist. And then it's Savio Vega. Right. Savio Vega, what did he do? Save Razor and then no for ages and then become Nation of Domination and then run his own gang and then Savio out of here.
You're right. He should have stayed Quang. That one.
Stayed Quang.
He would have been a world champion.
Yeah, oh, mate, definitely. Multiple
a martial artist.
Multiple. Who spews green mist? Ugh.
Oh, there goes Mabes.
There goes Mabel. Yokozuna is gassed. Absolutely gassed to fuck.
Yoko's about to fall out of the ring just to get out of here.
Oh.
Is that
bye-bye,
oh
Jake,
Snake?
maybe.
Oh, there
Bye-bye, Jake, maybe.
goes
No,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye. There
Nakamura.
goes
Taka.
Shinsuke.
Taka Michinoku.
Funaki indeed. Look at them former tag champions in corner. X-Pac and Hardcore.
Did they ever have a name for their team?
Yeah, they were called the Cinderella team or something like that.
Ew.
Yeah. They were a Cinderella team or something like that because it was like the two characters from different walks of life been brought together and they'd won the World Tag Championships even. You know, the Cinderella story that was Bob Ollie and 1, 2, 3.
I know at Survivor Series they were the underdogs.
They were, yes.
And Hakushi was with them.
With a team full of Barry Horowitz and a team full of jobbers. Yes.
The original job squad.
Yes.
Or like Undertaker with his job, Undertaker and his jobbers. But it was like Undertaker, Fatu. Yeah. Oh, X-Pac can't get rid of that great old fella.
Why is Dory Funk still here?
Because X-Pac can't lift him up.
I guess. Oh, it's time.
Oh, it's time.
Yeah, it's time.
It's Vader time.
Jim Cornette's just marking out like a bitch.
Great theme music as well.
Jim Johnson, isn't it? What do you expect? Of course it's sick.
Debuting here.
He should be in Hall of Fame.
The debut of Vader. Now, this is the thing where I feel like
tone.
Half of the crowd, you get a bit of a gauge of who's a Smark fan and who's a WWF fan. Because half of them are like, who's this random guy with a mask? And the other half are like, it's fucking Vader
Holy
time.
shit.
It's Vader time. Knowing what this guy could do or what he has done in the past for WCW and NWA and stuff, this should have been the start of something special. Nope. In about a year's time, because I'm a fat piece of shit.
Might have been a bad move debuting Vader when Yokozuna is in the same ring because he doesn't look as menacing next to him.
No, I get that. Yeah, I do get that. And I feel like he needs Vader time on his singlet. I don't like. Oh no, sorry, tell a lie. He does, yes. Because guess what, gents? He's wearing his singlet backwards.
I thought the nips looked weird in the front.
Yes, Vader has made his WWF debut wearing his singlet backwards.
That is hilarious.
How do you not realize? Okay.
He's all goosed up. He's ready to rumble. You know, you can't focus on
smashing fuck out of Savio.
Jeez,
I didn't watch the match. I feel like it was like over the edge, 97 or 98 maybe. Vader versus Ken Shamrock. They absolutely pound the piss out of each other. I
imagine,
yeah. About 10 minutes. They're both busted open. They are just potato after potato. Well, here comes another. It's thick and fast in these entrants. Here comes number something.
Vader's gassed already.
Oh, they're all the fat lads in the fucking ring, man. Knackered.
Who the hell is this? Get your cock out of my face, sir. Is that
No, that right there is Doug Gilbert.
What?
No, it's not. It was that Eddie Gilbert, who's the son of Doug Gilbert, or Doug Gilbert's the son of Eddie Gilbert, who's an old promoter from back in the day, and his son tried to be a wrestler, and he won a tournament. This is no like Rio de Janeiro thing neither. He won a legit tournament, and the winner of the tournament got a place in the Rumble.
I don't think that's Eddie Gilbert, so it must be Doug Gilbert.
I might be full of shit here, but I feel like
Eddie
he's Doug Gilbert to me, this guy. So
because I'm sure Eddie Gilbert's an old wrestler.
Doug Gilbert, that's correct. Doug Gilbert is in the ring right now.
Wait, I think Eddie Gilbert died like 95.
I know Eddie Gilbert was his brother.
Okay, that makes more sense. Actually,
that was correct. He died in 95.
So this is like you can win a tournament, you can be at Rumble for your late brother.
For your late brother, yeah.
I guess that makes sense.
Why not?
Fresh off of that.
I feel like he's going to get eliminated very soon, though.
You don't think he's going to farewell against Vader here?
Nah.
I don't think anyone told Vader who his brother is.
Vader probably doesn't give a turkey about that now. Vader holding court here. Got center of the ring. Or not center, but he's just destroying everybody. The Mastodon.
The Mastodon.
Oh, he eliminated Jake Roberts. Didn't even see that.
With a one punch.
Man,
In the
knocked him
middle
all
of
the
the
way
ring.
across the ring.
Jake wanted
Now
a
that's put his right hand over.
Jake was ready for a beer. Jake just wanted a beer. Yeah, I've had enough. Chicker's outdated. Now it's time for a
He just
whiskey.
wanted a beer, some coke, some whiskey.
Oh, go on, Savio.
Savio ain't gonna take no shit.
Big slag. And again. Oh, right.
What the hell is this?
Don't, Mike.
SWAT
Don't.
team.
Right. Don't say it, Mike. Shut up.
This isn't Abdullah the Butcher, is it?
This is Abdullah the Butcher, Kyle. Yes.
Is why is he?
Kyle, it's not Abdullah the Butcher.
Okay.
Just, I'll let you know in a minute. I'll let you know who it is in a minute.
Okay.
Just not right now.
Fair enough.
Just enjoy what you see.
Right
Right
he,
now.
he looks like Papa Shango if you just squished him down a bit.
If Papa Shango had not been gimmicked yet, and they met Viscera for the first time.
Yeah.
Oh, huge choke slam on Doug Gilbert.
Ooh, I felt that fucker. It's time. It's time to put my singlet on properly. Silly ball.
Well, lets anybody know behind him that it's Vader time, so it works out. They surely won't mess with him.
Those behind me are fully aware that it is Vader time.
Fucking hell.
Oh man.
Oh dear.
That was shy.
He almost
he
fucked that
almost
up.
dropped him then. Yeah. Oh, big lad.
Let's go, Abdullah.
Fucking calm down, cunt.
Oh.
Bye.
See ya. In a bit.
Poor Butch.
Oh. That was a nasty kick from X-Pac then. Onto his friend.
Yeah. Click's running wild here.
Supposed to be mates, us, pal. Oh, what we see now, action replay of him just about throwing Gilbert over the top rope. Just about. 10. Right, Kyle, pay very close attention to the TV screen right now.
Yes, sir.
And it all will be revealed. Because that, my friend, is squad team member number 2 and number 1 embracing in the aisleway. That is the SWAT team. And they don't have names. It's SWAT team 1 and SWAT team 2.
What the
And now they're coming for your brother.
These 4'11" assholes.
2 small fat Samoans.
This is 2-minute warning.
2-hour warning.
Yeah. That's how long it takes them to get to the ring. They can't even get in the ring. These uncoordinated fucks. One of them looks like he also put a singlet on backwards.
15 seconds and we're out of here. The clock is ticking and we're in the clear. We got 50 seconds and we're out of here. Go on,
Look at all these
Vader.
huge men in this match. This is why Vader just blends in.
Oh, see ya.
Bye, number 2 or whatever the hell.
See ya.
Bye, Tweedledee. Bye, Tweedledum.
They don't even have knees.
No, they don't even have ankles left anymore. Oh, Vader time. Yoko's fucked. Oh,
Yoko's
Big Man
had enough.
Oh, Big Man is just holding on to ropes. Everyone's knackered.
It's on this, all getting off the steroids, aren't they? They've not built the cardio up yet.
All Hunter's workhorsing it over there, though.
Oh, he has a good showing.
Yeah, I guess he's that guy who's having a good showing. Not going to win it, but he's going to come out looking good.
Yeah, he's the one that they're going to talk about. So I mean,
And then, unfortunately, and then he goes to say goodbye to his best friends in ring.
Yeah. And then it all goes downhill from
Then
there.
fucks himself up.
Here comes one of, if not the greatest wrestler that's ever existed in the history of pro wrestling.
We already saw Doug
King of
Gilbert.
Hearts.
Oh,
The King of Hearts, Owen Hart.
love his theme.
Oh.
Hype.
Great film.
Got his partner Yokozuna in there.
Correct. What about his theme when it was lovely shot? His theme when it was enough is enough and it's time for a change.
Shite. That's what I think.
Nah, this one was better.
Agreed. This gimmick, the King of Hearts, the best King of the Ring winner ever, apart from Macho King, is Owen Hart.
Not Mr. Ass?
No.
King Booker.
Billy Bitch Cakes. What was Savio doing then? Savio come flying over half at ring, drop kick, and Vader was like, nope, I'll just lean on ropes.
I would hate to be in this position here.
Yeah.
Sandwich between Yoko and Vader.
No, but just look at the shots, because you know the proper punches as well. Like, Vader's not
Cock.
fucking apart here.
You got to take it.
Oh.
Yoko running
Oh.
is terrifying.
Yeah. He's quite quick as well for a big man. As I've
Yeah.
always said that. Yoko's always been same as Viscera. Quite quick
Same as
for a big
Viscera.
lad. Yeah. I won't put them in their category. Samoa Joe's like fucking Adam Cole compared to these cunts.
Yeah, Yoko is the fastest
Look at
700
his
pounder there
tits.
ever was.
Look at Yoko's tits. His tits start at like the crack of his back, his shoulder blades. They come all the way around.
What's that
Oh.
cup size?
Oh, I thought Vader were going to climb up Yoko, then
Oh.
big splash.
Poor Savio. Who did Savio piss off?
2, 1, here we go. Who is it? Oh, that cunt.
Dave's favourite wrestler.
Love him.
The most flamboyant.
Love
The
it.
most entertaining.
The most over fucking rated.
Oh, no.
My God, Sean, I've got 3 moves, Michaels.
His hair looks nice, though. Love the
Oh,
bangs.
he does, yeah. He looked after his head.
Oh, no, he's between his best mate.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah. Right
Was
after
this,
him.
was this before or after he got bummed by all them fucking Marines when he got battered?
This is right after. There's a few
Is
months
it?
after.
Is it? He's just come back, has it? Because
This
Owen
is-
Hart have to write him off TV with a concussion or something.
Right, yeah. This is like his first match back since being knocked out.
He got bummed by bigger boys.
Oh, there goes the mask.
Oh, there goes the oh, look at this. Dosh. Oh, the thing is, Yoko's aren't connecting. Vader's are. Right.
Yeah.
Yoko's a wrestler.
Is he gonna give him
Vader's
a receipt?
Fighter. Yeah.
Oh,
Big headbutt. Oh, that's nasty.
you can't not sell a Samoan headbutt.
No, absolutely not. Or you also cannot headbutt a Samoan.
That's
No.
a fact. Yep.
True fact. Fact of life, that. Oh,
Jesus.
bye-bye. Fuck
No
you.
way.
Jesus. That's because he's the showstopper. Telling you. Overrated.
Overrated. He just eliminated 2 huge men. He's clearly
Exactly.
the
And
oh.
just launches Pac.
Bye-bye, Pac.
See you later.
Over fucking rated the show, Michael. There's no way that cunt could have done that.
No,
Yeah, it'd been written in a script. Not having it. I'm starting to feel that this wrestling thing is not real.
Well, don't get carried away. That's
Bollocks.
That's a ridiculous take.
I don't know. Just sometimes
Bollocks.
certain things happen that make me think, is it really real?
Bollocks.
Yes.
Gucci.
It always reminded me of a desk in a school. It was
What
covered
was he
in
writing on
writing.
him?
Covered in writing. I'm expecting like Bex loves John forever and then stuff like that written on him.
And then John's crossed out and it's
Yeah.
Jack. Then he
I wonder how
crossed
they
out
did
his
it.
Mark.
Do you reckon they had a stencil? Like a big stencil they put on him and they just spray him?
Oh, they're real, man. I don't know what you're talking
That was
about.
like a paint roller.
You reckon that's what it was?
They were nailed onto him back in Japan. Vader.
Oh, bye-bye, Matt. See, now for me, now Shawn Michaels has been eliminated.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, so they reverse it because he's not in the match anymore?
Well, no, because
I mean, look at when
some
Macho
years, that's-
Eliminate himself.
Absolutely. With Bad News Brian, right? He got eliminated. But look when he
Or
eliminated.
them luchadors in 95 or
Yeah.
97.
Yeah. Him that threw himself off top rope because he was refusing to get eliminated. That's the thing. It's very much Rumble specific. Some Rumbles, like 93 when Gonzalez debuted, I think before he battered Undertaker, he started throwing people out and they got eliminated. It's very much it's Rumble to Rumble. Every year is different with the rules. Sometimes the rules happen. Sometimes, like, was it where a year that Macho got thrown out or eliminated himself and they allowed him to enter back in or something like that? Yeah, every Rumble's different with the rules. It's bullshit. And God bless you, Gorilla Monsoon. What a giant of a man.
What
Towers on a Vader. Mate, he's a beast. Towers on a Vader. Some Hall of Famers. Hulk Hogan there, look. Ringside, jacket. Real American.
Little cameo by the Huckster.
Yeah. It's Vader time. Hokushi's like, right, can I get a ring now? Here comes.
Oh, man.
Tatanka. Oh, Jim
there goes Corny.
I like how he's landed very safe on that, doesn't he? I'll hold on until I hit the apron and I'll let go.
Man, all of a sudden, the talent in the ring is like
competent. Hakushi's unreal. He was such ahead of his time.
So good.
Yeah, there was Hakushi was one of the SummerSlams. Hakushi versus 1-2-3 Kid. Unreal.
Yes.
Such a SummerSlam 95 maybe. Such ahead of the time compared to like what you had in New Generation in
this match with Bret at In Your House 1.
Ah, mate, yeah, absolutely. Hakushi was class. And what did they call his manager? Was it Shinji or something like that?
Shinja.
That's the one.
It's like a ninja, but different.
That's it, because it's a se. Tatanka Region of One, he had a good run.
I don't think he's not in the $1 Million Corporation at this point.
No, he's been fired, hasn't he?
That's right.
Yeah, he got beat up and kicked him out.
He hadn't been on TV in a while. I guess this is his return. Maybe it's like a one-off.
He's a bit bigger.
Yeah,
he's a stocky little lad now, he's Tatanka, compared to when he debuted. It was like, is it Tatanka or is it Tatanka?
Well, it's Tatanka because he's big.
It's Tatanka though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Tatanka.
Yeah. Because I used to call him Tatanka. But is it Tatanka?
Well, you guys over there say everything funny, so.
Coming from Sidewalk and Trash Can over here, shut the fuck up. We're America. We like to use describing words.
We do. We love it.
It's all love, you fucking Yankee. There is, let's be right though, if you ignore Tatanka, there is, and Bob, there's some unreal talent in the ring, right? And Triple H at this time.
Oh, some of the best, yeah.
Yeah. Owen Hart and Hakushi, they had some classic matches as well. Bye Hakushi.
Yeah, Hakushi lasted 2 seconds, and now we got Just Incredible out here.
The Portuguese, put some respect on his name. The Portuguese man of war, Aldo Montoya, my friend.
He's about to wreak havoc.
What a fucking wrestler this guy wasn't.
2 ECW icons in the ring right now.
Everything about
Just Incredible and Hardcore Harley.
His color scheme is everything. If someone gave me a choice of 3 color pens, said, I want you to use the color pens that describe to you the new generation of the WWF, then pens would be red, yellow, and green.
You need some pink in there.
Feels like he's a wannabe Ninja Turtles fan.
I loved everything about the gimmick. I remember, was it maybe Rumble 95? The first time I ever laid eyes on the Portuguese Man of War. And I was hooked.
Is he a soccer player? Is that his gimmick? Or am I thinking of something else? I could be thinking of something else.
No, it wasn't the Portuguese Man of War like a submarine or something like that.
It's a warship.
Oh, no, it's a warship. So he's a warship. He's a big yellow warship.
Okay. A yellow submarine, some may say.
Is he just a big dildo or something? Just a big yellow cock?
There.
Oh, Michael's doing your Lawler.
Oh, I forgot about Lawler.
Yeah, I see. I told you to keep an eye on him. Here he is.
What do you think Lawler's been doing under there?
Masturbating.
Giving himself a wink? Yeah.
Oh, masturbating like aggressively.
Thinking about raping a boy.
Max is thinking about raping a king here.
Everybody getting raped on this show. Razor.
Yeah. Could you imagine the irony though if you rolled Jerry in, Michael's winning, and Jerry just clotheslined him straight out? Dickhead, wanker.
Who's going on now?
What would happen though? Do you know what I mean if Michaels did get eliminated? Who would have gone over in this? Diesel?
Probably Diesel, yeah.
Yeah.
They could have just done Diesel Taker for the title. Speaking
of, but it's like I knew what were happening next.
Running on Diesel power. You don't gotta like me, but you gotta love me. I think it's this promo he cuts after this.
when he's is it Survivor Series 94 when Michaels kicks him in the face and they're tag champions and he holds the title up, he goes, "What's this piece of trash? Tag championship? What a pittance." It's like, that's the championship belt in the company you work for, Big Daddy Cool.
That's how the title will be treated, I guess. So
it's crazy how
Vince has always saw the tag titles.
I've always said it's crazy with Diesel how short a period of time he was around in the WWF. Like he was there for his first run was not even 2 years, or maybe just a little bit over 2 years, and that remembered so iconically because of a run that he had in a different company.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he was champion for a year, but
he was the shittest champion in WWF.
He didn't have a lot to work with, let me tell you, because his matches with Bret were
King
good. King Mabel, fucking.
He should have had more of a feud with the world title with Razor Ramon, because his match at SummerSlam, where they got that American footballer involved, that was a great match.
Yeah.
And they should have had at least one Razor Diesel. Like SummerSlam 95, fuck Mabel, Razor Diesel, world title.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had a little feud with Bulldog. That was the shits.
Shawn Michaels loved that spot in the Rumble. Out me back all the way over. I'm not going anywhere.
He was the best at it.
See, that's the thing, like the world title picture over the next year, to an extent, in WWF at this timeline is atrocious. Like Michaels Bulldog, they don't really have any stellars, and they wrestle each other a few times on In Your Houses.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, because they have Diesel and Taker that are tied up for a bit.
Is it SWAT team number 3?
The Supreme Fighting Machine, Kama Mustafa. The Godfather.
A few years away from some hose.
Yeah, and a few years after some spells. And
what a career this guy's had.
And a year before running with the nation. Oh, I feel like something's happened. Nope, they're just showing us our way for no reason. He's a big old boy, though. Like, I don't feel like he was ever this big when he was the Godfather.
Newly shaved head.
But I also feel like he was taller when he was the Godfather.
He was slimmer.
When I was a kid, I didn't think the Godfather was that big for whatever reason.
Do you know how blown away I was when I found out the Godfather was Papa Shango? And then even more blown away when I found out Karma was the same guy as well. Wrestling, man, it used to blow your mind as a kid. Blow your fucking mind. That's where wrestling dies, I think, in the human body. Wrestling dies when you get old, because the mystique and the fantasy around professional wrestling can disappear. Yeah.
Like Christmas.
Once you find out wrestling isn't real, that's it.
I didn't think Mabel and Viscera were the same person until very late on. I thought they're, oh man, what are the odds? 2 big black men with blonde mohawks. Who would have guessed it?
Like my first ever introduction to Dusty Rhodes was when it was the polka dot Dusty Rhodes in WWF. So when I heard about this legendary fucking face in WCW and NWA, I was like, what? That guy that used to wear them yellow dots?
That jobber.
How did he get on from that?
Let's go, Kama.
We're getting close now. We've got to be number 20 or something like that.
Got to be getting there. You know, Diesel's got to be at the end. Oh,
me dad.
It's the Ringmaster. The Ringmaster.
Freshly debuted a couple weeks ago.
With new manager, the $1 Million Man, awful white boots. Awful white boots.
Fighting Mikey Whipwreck for the ECW title like a month ago.
He was fantastic in
dressed as Hulk Hogan.
Well.
Yes,
you can understand why Vince was interested after his run in ECW. It was fantastic.
Yeah, it was
fantastic. Great. But saying that though, he was good in WCW in the Hollywood Blondes, and then when he was United States title run.
Steve.
Yeah, he were fantastic. But it's just mad seeing him move so fast.
Right? No knee braces.
Yeah, the older Stone Cold that we know was very slow and methodical and took his time and beat you up. He turned it on when he had to, but he didn't run around the ring like a cruiserweight.
Because it wouldn't fit his character.
Oh.
No, he'd swing back in. He's watched Royal Rumble 95. See you later.
Man,
that's all it takes.
What a knee. $1 million knee lift. knocking out whoever Bob Holly was.
Here we are, start of a
Oh
beautiful
wow, that's fun. Triple H and Stone
That's where it
Cold going at
starts. This is where it starts.
The third ever $1 million champion at this time, Stunning Steve, after Ted DiBiase and Virgil.
Of course.
And then it stays away for a while till Ted DiBiase, Goldust, and then I want to say Cameron Grimes.
Yeah, LA Knight.
Yeah.
LA Knight. Yeah. Look at that knee. Oof. Good selling by Thurman there.
Hey,
Look
HBK
at
hanging
Michaels.
on.
He
He's a
loves it, doesn't
tarantula
he?
in there.
I've always noticed Ted DiBiase's at ringside.
Oh, aye, Stunning Steve's manager.
Here we go. Here's the winner here.
This is your
Barry,
winner.
this is your winner. The baddest jobber of all the jobbers, the big sexy Jew that is Barry Mullet Horowitz.
Barry, why would you get in right in front of Diesel?
And then Diesel just throws him straight out.
You knob. Get the hell out of here.
It's like, it's Rumble. You're supposed to be a winner.
So
You should at least one win.
That was number 25, was Barry Horowitz. We have 5 more entrants left in this year's Rumble.
Hits just keep on coming.
Well, one after one after
What the
one
hell
after
are
one
Sean
after
and
one.
Owen doing over here?
Having butt time. I know that Owen's like, I watched the Rumble last year. I can do that shit too. You prick.
God, Kama.
Well,
such a
I'll
broad
get
boy.
the win.
I feel like nothing, even though we've got 5 entrants left, I couldn't, apart from Vader's little bit, I couldn't really tell you all that we've seen.
Yeah, there haven't been a lot of like milestones in this match.
No,
It
there's
just
been
seems
no,
like
there's been no standalone moments. It's kind of just plodded along.
the
It's
elimination.
just been a long battle royal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess, with the lack of star power you got, how much significant stuff can happen.
That's it. That's the thing, isn't it? Like, even looking in the ring.
Probably 95.
I know, obviously. Oh,
Jesus.
fuck me.
See ya, Trips.
Jesus Christ. I don't even remember
supposed
that.
to be friends.
elimination. We only watched it 6 months ago, and I can't remember that finish. Fuck me. Jesus. Yeah, show me again. Wow.
Triple H selling his ass off.
Mate, well, that's it. Look in the ring. That's obviously not in the ring anymore, Triple H, but Triple H and Austin, which are 2 or 3 years before their peak. You've got Michaels, who's at his peak now. Diesel, who's probably a year before his peak, or is he at his peak?
Probably his physical peak here, I
Yeah.
would say, or maybe a little after. But
Cameron's
Well,
probably,
Austin wins King of Ring this year.
it's fucking make a difference.
There we
Far
go.
too.
yeah, him and Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Loki had a really good match at it was one of the in your houses. I
yeah,
think.
he's the in your house after SummerSlam.
4, I think it
December
was.
one.
Yeah, great match.
That was like the
But
only
then-
good thing on that show.
But then they had about 15,000 matches afterwards on Raw.
Yeah. That's how you make a difference, I guess.
But them dark years are over. It's all right. On the Hunter games now, we're on to like DX. It's mint.
Yeah.
I can start. I'm walking around my house telling people to suck it again and not giving a fuck.
There we go.
Suck it.
Suck the cook, or whatever his apron said. Cooking wieners, or is that the 2006 version?
Yeah, cooking cack
Yeah, wieners.
on the cack. Who put them cacks there? That legit did make me laugh on the Raw on the DX anniversary.
Yes.
Who put them cacks there?
It'll never not be funny.
No,
Penis
that's
humor.
it. It's brilliant.
Cock
Vince
jokes
loves
always funny.
cacks.
Always will be.
Always.
But why do you think Vince, one of his last moves before getting found him to be quite the philanthropist, they say, one of his last moves was to make sure WWE was permanently on the cack?
That's his lifelong goal.
I now live on that.
Couldn't call it the Cock Network.
on the
Next
cack.
thing.
That's it. He
Yeah,
did
but-
like Vince were like, hey, Google, Brian, Google, companies beginning with cock. Find me a streaming platform that includes the word cock.
I need cock in it, damn it.
It's a great
More cock.
Oh,
Vince loves
Michaels.
cock.
Oh, Owen Michaels. Oh.
Can't
feel-
you just push them both?
I feel like Michaels and Owen Hart have been fighting this entire time.
Yeah. Here's dentist.
Oh, it's Big Dick Glenn.
About to remove some cavities from this Rumble match.
I yank him.
Whoa.
Just brilliant.
It's the shittiest
Just
shirt ever. Just ripped right in half.
Sums up the new generation to a key. Like, if you think of the wrestlers, like you had like bin men, farmers, dentists, but they all had like sort of ish good, like Hog for Henry Godwin was all right. Yeah, but I Yankum. Fucking fantastic name. Unreal. Like, I still don't understand why we didn't have a construction worker gimmick called Building. Right? It should have happened.
That's just too clever, I think, is the problem.
It should have happened. Yeah.
Had to have happened somewhere.
Well, if my surname was
or they could have had a construction worker like called Concrete. You know what I mean?
Builder.
Yeah.
It's never too late. They could still, NXT 2.0 or whatever, they could still.
We had IRS, the tax man.
Yeah.
I feel like gimmicks like that need to return to professional wrestling.
I'm all in favor of it.
I feel like it. Like, what did they call him? Fucking the ice hockey player.
The Goon.
The Goon. Yes, the Goon.
Look at Steve Austin here, already a star.
No, see you later, son.
Well, never mind.
Not yet.
You're right. Those white boots are awful.
They are, with a star on them as well, because I'm from Texas. Damn it.
It's not because he's a Hollywood star. Stunning. Is that the Hollywood Blondes boots?
Texas. America.
Looks like Walk of Fame, though.
Right.
I get where you're coming from.
I feel like this is now number 28.
Can't even think of who else it would be.
Yeah, you can. When he comes crashing down and it hurts inside. It's Party fucking Martin. Who's he looking for? Who's he got his eye on?
He doesn't have any tassels on his tights or his boots. He's never going to win this.
He doesn't have no budget for that shit no more. Party fucking Marty.
He's pulled favours to get here tonight.
This is a triumphant return, but may I add, after his 15th sacking.
Well, he
15 times. You got to think, like, is it them or me?
Look how fucking shit he looks, though. Like, I remember growing up watching the Rockers. Like, the first ever time I watched the Rockers was the Royal Rumble 1990, and I thought Marty Jannetty was going to be the boy. And then it clicked. Who that tag team partner were? Oh, that's that Shawn Michaels guy, isn't it? I was like, so he didn't make it then. And then, like, 93, they gave him a go against Michaels. He won the IC title. And then 94, they put the tag belts on him with 1, 2, 3 Kid for a day or two. And then he fucked off again. 95, he was there about. He was with Leaf Cassidy. Fucks off again. Big triumphant return 96. Goes to WCW for a month.
He made a little pit stop in ECW too. He fought Shane Douglas for the title.
Yes, yeah, he did, yeah. Here we go, the Rockers.
That's fun. It looks like it's not his tights. Oh no, there's some tassels on there.
If they both do nip-ups here, that'd be fun. If they both do nip-ups there, that would have been
the ringmaster ain't gonna let that happen.
No.
Man, we got a lot of Attitude Era in this ring right now. Kane, Rikishi,
Shawn Michaels,
Godfather,
Stone Cold, Big Sexy. Even though he's not really Attitude Era, but he kind of is because he's involved, but he's just WCW's.
On the other channel, yeah.
Yeah, he's still involved.
He was sent by Vince.
Yeah, that's it. That's the rumor. Here we go, number 29.
Is this going to be a Leaf Cassidy?
Oh.
I hope so.
Who could it be? Bradshaw?
British Bulldog.
Davey, but he fell on his fucking ass.
Fell his bloody ass.
Run into the ring, sweaty and roidy, and I hated Bulldog when he cut his hair. I used to love Davey Boy Smith, just like every Brit.
Of course you did.
Yeah. I adored Davey Boy Smith, but when he cut his hair, I fucking hated him. And then when Bret came out on Raw and reunited the Hart family, I cried with them. The boys are back.
Oh, enough of Diana. God.
There she is. She's an ugly bitch.
She's got some milkers on her, though. Look at the nips.
Yeah. I didn't look at her face.
Well, there's some others on them, let's say.
Was Marty not supposed to get eliminated there? It looked like he slipped.
I feel like he slipped.
Probably it's Marty.
Probably just want a piece of his daughter or whatever it is at the minute.
In between of his murders.
I can't wait for the Dark Side of the Ring Party Marty episode.
Which one?
Exactly.
Half a season.
He's one of them, though. It's like, how does he keep clinging on? How are the kids still alive? Like he's had so much bother with booze and drugs and how he's still alive, it baffles me.
Baffles me. I'm telling you.
There's some beef in the ring right now. Where like Shawn, bye Fatu. Go and make a difference somewhere else, you cunt.
Doesn't he come back? What's his next gimmick? It's the
the
mask.
He fights the Rock at Mania
30.
Sultan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Fucking Sultan. And then he finally hits like probably main event gimmick wise in his career with Rikishi.
Oh yeah.
He'll always been
He
Rikishi.
was in the main event at Armageddon 2000.
Yeah, so was everybody else. So was everyone. We all were, Mike. We were all there. We all fought in that big cage. Loads of us. 35,000. But there were only 15,000, but WWE like to fudge the numbers. And your last entrance is, obviously, as we spoke
The
about
man who
earlier,
stole the victory from Hunter earlier.
Saving the best for last.
The fucking bin man.
He's got
Send him back to the fucking bin.
So if we're going to go with gimmicks right now, we've got a
bin man.
A flag. We've got a heartbreaker. We've got a bin man. We've got a karate fighter action figure. We've got a vehicle. Is that what diesel is? Got a vehicle. Or is it a type of petroleum? Yeah. We've got Owen's back. Look.
Owen's not happy.
Because he wants him to lose his smile. Lose your smile, you cunt. Very tight pants of them on Bulldog.
Got more tassels than Jannetty.
He's Nick Jannetty's tassels.
That's it. That's the storyline. I like it.
It was the biggest star in '96.
That's the real.
They've done stupider stuff, with Jean-Paul Pierre and
tassels on a pole.
Nash ran over to him then, like he thought Bulldog was going to try and eliminate Michaels.
There goes Kane, or yank him.
Terrible finish. I hate that. Just that glancing blow, but it's enough to get them
powerful.
To go all the way it was. It fuck.
It's all in the hips.
So this is your final four then. Michaels, Bulldog, Diesel, and obviously last year, Michaels was the victor. Can he go on again?
The year before, it was Bulldog and Shawn, right? The final two?
Yeah,
Correct.
1 and 2 to final two.
First two and final two, yeah.
Nope.
Not this
Not going to be that.
because,
Nope.
Bye, Bulldog.
Have you watched that one, Kyle?
Yes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Talk about like a star power.
Excuse me, Dickie Murdoch.
Here we go.
There's your star power. There's a camera and a super kick eliminates Big Daddy
See ya.
Cole. And the winner of the 1996.
I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy.
Michaels. I've got the looks. And I drive them girls wild.
A repeat.
Number one. Shawn Michaels is
Just
the
a
most
sexy Kurt.
The most flamboyant. The most, what was Vince's thing? The most athletic. The most charismatic.
The most muscular.
Oh, look at the chest hair. God.
That was fun.
A lot of mustaches in the crowd.
Oh, yes. A lot of baseball caps and mustaches.
That was definitely, I would say that was an improvement from the 95 Rumble, for sure.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
The thing is, though, if you could, all the Rumbles have been shite, really.
Yeah.
Right. 92 was probably the last one because that was the World Championship. 93 remembered for Yokozuna. 94 remembered for Diesel's run in the middle. 95 remembered for Iron Man, for both of Bret and Bulldog. 96, 97, Austin, 98, Austin, 99, Austin.
You don't really get a good one till
Vince,
01, maybe? 2000 was
99, I think that's more remembered
2000.
for Austin Mankind.
2001 is the greatest Royal Rumble that's ever existed, and will never, not just from, you had the star power, the fact there were so many little storylines in the match, like the hardcore bit, getting the weapons involved. A bit later on with the Brothers of Destruction beating up everybody, and then Austin comes back, and mate, it's fucking phenomenal Royal Rumble. That a year just for a year in wrestling. 2001 for me is the best year that wrestling's ever had.
Oh yeah, as far as all the pay-per-views, for sure. The WrestleMania, the Rumble,
everything.
Even the invasion, like the Survivor Series, they had the invasion.
Invasion gets hard rep.
The invasion. I love the
It
invasion.
gets a hard rep.
Yeah. I think it was the first time me and Kyle ever sit down and spoke about some wrestling invasion storyline wise. And for me, like my invasion take is always a lot different to a lot of other people because I watched WCW at the time of the company closing. I was familiar with your Palumbos and your Jindraks and your Sugar Shane Elms and all them. Like I didn't really watch it back in the day with.
Yeah. I watched it on Channel 5 on a Saturday.
Yeah. So it wasn't a surprise to me that all these guys turned up. So I'm like, well, this is WCW. Obviously I knew Sting were and all Vader and all Ric Flair and all that shit. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, this is WCW. Jindrak, Palumbo, Luger. Well, where the fuck's Luger?
Exactly.
Steiner. Do you know what I mean?
It just had the potential to be a lot better, but for what it was entertaining. You just gotta kind of can't have those expectations. Once you get those out of your head, it was a good time. But
absolutely. Did they just kiss and make up in the ring then? They did, didn't they?
Yeah, I missed it, but I think they sucked each other off.
Yeah.
And then
just a quick friendly handshake.
Yeah.
That's what they call
it. Can I turn it off now?
No, you gotta watch Sean Flex a little longer. Yeah.
You gotta watch Taker Bret again. All 40 fucking minutes.
So now what if we did a watch along with Bret and Taker, huh? Man.
See ya.
Who could stay awake the longest? Oh, but yeah. Great. That was a Rumble 96. Decent show. I mean, it is what it is. I would say an improvement from 95, the whole show. The main event was pretty disappointing, in my opinion, but Goldust sexually harassing Razor.
It was a 40-minute segment.
It was. There was a lot of, this was just segment after segment, the show, it felt like. But yeah, any other thoughts on this show that we haven't touched on?
Stop inviting us on to watch this bullshit wrestling.
Well, it would be fun to watch good wrestling.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true.
Well,
yeah. But it'd be nice to talk about something that brings you joy. Well, you watch and it's like.
This does bring me joy to see Shawn Michaels slapping hands with fans with his matted chest hair. What more fucking joy could you want?
Well, if you listening want some joy, I would suggest checking out the Ruthless Aggression Era Podcast. Lads, thank you guys once again for hopping on here, watching a lovely Royal Rumble. Where can everybody find you and listen to you guys?
Michael, over to you.
You can find us on all forms of social media. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube. You can get us at any platform where you find your podcast. We're on pretty much all of those.
Hell yeah. I almost forgot we were podcasting. We were just watching a Rumble. I thought we were just hanging out. Almost forgot to
We need to fucking close the show. We need to close the show. It's fucking 11 o'clock at night over here in the UK.
I'll let you guys head off and get you some biscuits and
biscuits and gravy. Bring me a mail.
Let me tell you something about Festus. Once again, thank you to Big Sexy Michael and Sweet Delicious Big Dave Batista for joining me on this episode. Always a good time with these boys. Go check out the Ruthless Aggression Era Podcast wherever you listen to podcasts, on YouTube as well. Do that. Follow me, Apron Bump, at Apron Bump everywhere. apronbump.com for all my full episodes, merch, ratings, review, like the video, subscribe to the video, take a hot branding iron, put it on my ass cheek, and call me a sweet little boy. Do all of those things, and I think that's about all I got for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for listening. I love you all. I'm hard. Stupid.
Yeah.
It's the hardest. Talk around and disregard it. Strip you off the ground, show you what heart is. Standing strong and proud, nothing I guess. Let's get it started. It's the hardest. Talk around and disregard it. Strip you off the ground, show you what heart is. Standing strong and proud, nothing I guess.